spinning tales from who knows where. A scream, a laugh, a twisted thrill. Oh, the radio's hot and the night stands still. Oh, turn it up louder, feel the shiver climb. Oh, the clock strikes terror.
Oh, Mom, how are you doing, man? It's Friday Night Lives with my good buddy Rambo and no one else.
Nobody else.
Nobody else is gonna be here. Yeah, it's just you and me again, man. I don't know how you feel about it, but
he fucked up. When you fuck up, you get what you pay for.
Wake it up. Some reason, man. It just happens. I don't know what it is.
He just went into his $10,000 couch and got lost and hasn't come out since.
Yeah, it's tough to have all that really expensive stuff around.
Well, when you live in a 4-story house, you can't really find, the room.
Right.
He's got, that Richie Rich syndrome. He got so many rooms. He's just got to look around like that Pulp Fiction meme, John Travolta.
It's just wandering in the room. It's like that Beetlejuice meme where it's like, what are you doing? Nothing. Nothing. Just hanging around. Just going into different rooms, lost. Oh, shit. No, I'm just kidding. It's time.
I'm a stunt man, motherfucker stunt man, motherfucker stunt man. I'm the man with the cash, I'm a stunt man, motherfucker stunt man, motherfucker stunt man. Back the fuck up before I smoke your ass, dog. Motherfucker stunt man, motherfucker stunt man. I'm the man with the cash, I'm a stunt man, motherfucker stunt man, motherfucker stunt man.
Straight out of Chicago.
Smoke your ass. Big screen glow, popcorn in the bowl. Marathons running, got a box for the soul. From slasher to found footage, foreign with subs. I can pull what you want, out the shelf like a plug. Respectful and calm, I'll pour you a drink. But swipe one tape wrong, you be gone in a blink. Smile on my face till you play me for soft. Then it's jump cut, stunt work, knocking you off. I'm a stunt man, motherfucker stunt man, motherfucker stunt man. I'm the man with the cash, I'm a stunt man, motherfucker stunt man, motherfucker stunt man. Back the fuck up.
I wish I could figure out a way to like have it gently,
fade out.
Fade out. Yeah. What's up, Mark? How you doing, man?
I'm good. Body wise, I could be better, but man, that song's so killer. Like I feel like now I need like a catchphrase or something. Like when I go in.
Yeah, for some reason that song's probably better than anything we've ever done. In terms of like music on the show, it sounds like it would be a real fucking like song, and in like probably the 90s.
Man, it's the lost track from Hell Lord.
Yeah, we should have done a song
produced by Hell Lord.
Mark, I'm curious, when you watch The Shining, do you just go, that place is too small? I mean, my place is bigger.
I was wondering what the setup was. That's killer.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what about where's The Shining come into play? No.
I mean, you have 4-story plays. You got, so many,
I wish, not at all.
I'm sorry, 3 stories.
Not even that.
So tonight will be, I guess, like a combination of just like, if anybody has any questions and shit, just throw them in there into the chat. as well as we're going to be talking about the rise and fall of Chevy Chase's career, basically, as well as a lot of his movies. So that'll be, towards the middle of the show too. Also, just going to do some physical media shit, just like a roundup kind of thing, just to, show what's come out recently. There's been a couple of really good things that have come out, actually. So we'll look through that.
Cool.
I actually got a bunch of stuff.
Oh, shit. What'd you get?
Well, first off, I got this, came in today. I haven't checked it out yet, but is the new Steelbook of 1408.
Love that movie.
Lionsgate has both cuts of the film and a third disc. So it goes like that to like the door, and then it's got all three of the discs in there. So I haven't watched it yet, but I do remember liking this film, and the theatrical cut was never on Blu-ray. So it finally has that as well as the other cut. And both of them on 4Ks. So it was pretty cool.
Let me ask you, like, which ending do you prefer?
The theatrical. But I mean, believe it or not, I'm more of an optimistic guy. So I like that he survives and then he hears his daughter's voice on the recorder. Sorry, I gave the film away, but
well, yeah, I think hopefully we've all seen it.
That's one I prefer, but that's also the first one I saw, because I might have seen this in the theater. I believe I did. So that's the one I prefer.
Yeah, like the first ending of that movie I ever saw was the super dark ending, and like for some reason it just like I don't know, it wasn't what I was expecting, I guess, and it kind of like put me off of that film for a while. And then I found that other ending, and then I didn't realize there was multiple endings at that time. So I prefer that ending quite a bit more too.
No, I'm breaking the Steelbook. I just got it. I'm breaking it. Nah, Mayor.
Yeah, don't tempt him.
He would probably do it.
Well, Quillen, Mark, how do you feel about the film?
I saw it in the theater. I have not seen it since then. I liked it when I saw it, but so much of it is fuzzy for me. I kind of remember the ending a little, but it's one I would like to revisit.
It's a Stephen King movie worth the crap. I like the Running Man. Which, by the way, I want to say thank you. I saw the stream the other night. Thank you for your kind words. You said you saw the review, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, when I wake up in the morning, I have the same routine every morning. Like when I go to take a shower and shit, like I have to find something like listen to while I'm getting ready. And normally, if it's a movie like that, like I know and I like that you've reviewed, that's what I listen to. So I'm in the fucking like shower, dying laughing about you fucking going on and on and on about Glenn Powell, because I also hate Glenn Powell, by the way. he's not a leading man. You're right, and also. Not only that, but he's Scott Farkus, man. He's the fucking. When I look at that guy, that's all I see. He looks exactly like Scott Farkus. You cannot take him seriously in movie roles. Not to mention the fact that what you were talking about with the original Running Man is true too. That movie gets so much hate that I cannot figure out why. Because like it's actually to me like one of the better like Arnold movies. And any of that time period, like it's got a great setup with all the different kind of characters and all the set pieces that each character has. Like I don't understand why more people don't embrace.
Well, you do have Yaphet Kottle's character now being a lesbian, so you do have that.
Yeah.
I know there are people that like the Running Man remake. There are people that like it more than the Arnold film. Teach their own. It was a waste of time, and it bombed for good reason, in my opinion.
Yeah. I feel bad about it too, because Edgar Wright, like I like him as a director, but I just don't ever see me watching that movie. It has so much that I don't like already in it. That I'm not watching Scott Farkus, trying to survive. We got a couple super chats though. Bobby says, "Would you think Chevy Chase would make a good George Jetson and his boss from Christmas Vacation make a good Mr. Spacely if they were to do a live action The Jetsons?" That's not what I was expecting, Bobby. That's a question. I mean, that's you know what I mean. Yeah. Like I didn't see it coming.
Me, figure be like, are the Jetsons going to like eat my pizza? And
it'd be like Rambo sitting down in a cafeteria with a pizza, and CK walks in, and Uncle Bill comes in and throws the pizza at him and says, "Fuck off," or something like that. That's what I was expecting.
I'm actually surprised they never made a Jetsons movie. They made that awful Flintstones movie. Maybe that's why. But that was a hit. Yeah, Chevy Chase, if it was like 94, maybe that could work. Like I said, I'm surprised they never made that. They'll probably make it out with Jim Carrey or somebody. But, I mean, does anyone even remember the Jetsons nowadays?
It doesn't get brought up a lot, does it?
No.
There was a time period there where they were just remaking every old animated show, like it was like the 90s, mid 90s. It became like a big thing. They did Lost in Space. Well, Lost in Space wasn't animated, but you know what I mean, like those type of shows.
The TV shows, they did the Avengers.
Yeah,
the one you watched.
God.
And they had that period where they were doing, seemed like everything. You had Honeymooners.
Yeah.
Bewitched, Dukes of Hazzard, all kinds of stuff was coming out.
There was a weird time period looking back on it because they remade almost every TV show from the 60s and 70s. Like even some from the 80s. So like, because you had the A-Team, Miami Vice.
Yep.
You had Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah. 21 Jump Street,
Charlie's Angels, 21 Jump Street. Like they were remaking every show. I'm surprised they didn't fucking remake Welcome Back, Kotter. Like that was the kind of level, or like Good Times.
Right.
Like
need an Elf movie. Where's the Elf movie?
I would watch that, honestly. If they tried to remake that, I would definitely watch it.
Probably just Glenn Powell in
it. He'd be Alf. He'd just have like a little bit of fur suit on or something. Motionless Zombie says, "Hey guys, the Royal Rumble's on the 31st, and Saudi Arabia is rushing to build a stadium from the ground up for it. This isn't going to end well." That would be fucking fitting if that stadium just collapsed on all those guys.
God.
Well, it makes sense why they're building it, since they're going to be using it a lot more in the future. So it's that investment. I mean, it's pretty much. Do you think it's a done deal? Saudi Arabia will buy it eventually. WWE.
Yeah. I do, honestly, because I think that things are progressively going to get worse, and they're just going to end up selling the whole company.
And well, I mean, thank you, Emotionally Zombie. But yeah, I mean, that's why they're building it. I mean, just part of their investment. They got the money to do it. They don't have a lot more shows. They don't really need people from America coming there. They don't have their other. They pretty much go, we go shoot you in the face or something. You filled up these stadiums. Oh, we're gonna shoot your wife.
I mean, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
It's like that's like North Korea. They have mandatory fun where everybody has to go out and
right. Yeah.
Act like they're having a good time.
Yeah. I mean, they could buy it, but the only way I see that happening, if they were to start to lose money, like it becomes more of a liability. Because right now, I mean, it makes more money than UFC does. Not by a ton, but I mean, it's still, a profit nonetheless. So if they were to dip below like the expected profit margin, whatever that is, and it's costing them money instead of making money, being that cash cow, like it'll probably get sold. I don't know about Saudi buying it. I could see somebody else like in America trying. Who knows though?
Why wouldn't Saudi buy it?
Because I think they at least have some foresight to say, like, what do they know about running the wrestling business? You know what I mean? You can't just have
No, they just own it. They just hire the people like Triple H and these other guys. You do it. We just own it. You put it here.
And I guess, I mean, it seems like to me they would want to take it like and have it over there, not in America. And I can't see those guys working remote doing that. So the roster, I don't know. That's a tough thing. Like, I don't know.
Who remembers Hee Haw? Let me tell you something. Around here, Hee Haw was like fucking, whatever, like Citizen Kane to all these people around here. Like, I remember my grandparents watching that shit like almost every night, or whenever it came on, and it was always on. There's a couple things that people around here that were older or in the 80s watched. Okay, they always watched fucking Family Feud. They always watched Benny Hill. I don't know why. And they always watched Hee Haw. That was just like, that was the South, basically, in a nutshell.
Those were the staples.
And it's like, you watch Benny Hill now and you're like, there's nothing to this show. It's just the same thing every single time. But that was the height of, television back then. The topic is really whatever you want it to be, but at the end, we're going to be talking about Chevy Chase movies.
Oh, I also got a few other stuff. A guy actually sent me all this stuff, which was crazy. I'm going to make a separate video just to thank him. So I got the Under Siege. Haven't looked at it yet. The 4K.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Nice.
The Arrow.
Yeah. Very cool that they released this. And then you got the John Woo film Bullet in the Head. Very underrated if you've never seen this. One of John Woo's more underrated films. And then the Arrow video release of Mallrats.
Kick ass.
Very fun movie. I guess just randomly because maybe he wants me to see this one day. The Three's Company.
What the shit? He got the whole box set of Three's Company.
And apparently also has the spinoff The Ropers and Three's a Crowd.
That's awesome,
wow.
Man.
It's funny how they make this too. Like all they did is they just took these and dump it in there.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I've never seen who used to do that was Mill Creek. They basically did the same thing.
They just dump it in there. The clothes like that. And it's not Mill Creek, it's VEI, I guess. So
You remember those big sets
like
though
that.
of like independent films that independent horror films Mill Creek used to put out? They would they would just put them in little like cases like that and just stick them in the box. That's how they would come.
And last but not least, because this was killer, the Robot Chicken. For those who don't know, this is a great cartoon. What made me like the show was when they did the Smurfs, but it was in the vein of Seven.
Jesus.
Oh, I gotta show this because I'm not. He sent me this as well. I'm not, but this is pretty cool. It is a $1 Billion Man IRS.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
Money Incorporated, bulls.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So,
well, wwhoever that guy is,
RB,
I'd just like to introduce myself to you. My name's Uncle Bill.
Very nice guy.
That is awesome, though. Where's the modern remake of the Waltons, Gunsmoke, the Andy Griffith Show? It wouldn't surprise me if at some point they don't try to do the Andy Griffith Show again. Like, the problem with that is it's got the guy's name in the fucking title. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to remake
right.
a show that is actually built around one specific guy.
Yeah.
Airwolf.
Or I mean, it could have been one of those things where they eventually do it as a show again. Like, was it Magnum PI and
Oh yeah,
Hawaii Five-O, all those.
Knight
Y5O,
Rider?
Driver.
Yeah, they redid all those as shows.
I haven't watched any of those, and I never will either. Like, if there's
Same.
one thing I like less than remakes of movies, it's remakes of TV shows. Like, what a waste of Night Court. They did that shit with Night Court too, and like,
Yeah,
I'll never
yeah.
ever watch that.
The sequel, right? It was a sequel.
Yeah, it had like a
Right.
female judge, I think. But
Mm.
like John Larroquette might have been the only one that was actually in the original cast that came back. I can't remember.
But Sally's like the only one that's alive.
It's a good point.
Yeah, they did a Quantum Leap one, which was fucking terrible.
yeah.
Let's see. Women's division is wrestling and burkas. They probably are. I don't know if that's true or not, but they probably are. All the women have to dress in full. Yeah, because you don't want to get too aroused.
Yep.
Can't get you bird up while you in Saudi Arabia.
I wonder why not.
Don't like that. Got to beat your bird down with one of them big clubs that Iron Sheik used to have. Yeah, stop it. Get down. Let's see. Small Wonder reboot. Are they rebooting Small Wonder?
I
hope so.
not.
It'd be fucking hilarious.
I never heard of Small Wonder.
You never heard of Small Wonder, the TV show?
No,
The 80s, I think, right? Like early 80s.
I've never heard of it.
Now you're probably going to get requested to watch like every episode of Small Wonder. So congratulations.
I wonder what the hell Small Wonder is.
It was a show about, I think she was she, a robot, Mark?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
A little kid that's like a robot that was in this family. I don't remember a whole hell of a lot about it other than that.
How the hell they afford a robot?
I think he made it. Like the dad maybe made it or something.
Wasn't Timothy Busfield, was it?
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Jesus. Jesus Christ, Rambo. That was great, even for you. That was the timing.
Well, you mentioned that the other night, and I'm like, no wonder I hated this movie. Strays and trucks.
Yeah. No, apparently, I don't know. I don't even know if we can talk about that on here, but like, yeah,
Right.
It's not good for him. I'll say that.
Yeah.
He says he's innocent.
Yeah. I mean, what the fuck are you going to say? I did it.
OJ did.
No, he said, what if? What if I did it? There's a difference.
Right.
What theoretically
You wrote a book
speaking,
on it. If I did,
what if I did kill my wife on a waiter? What are you gonna do about it now?
Right.
And the answer to that was nothing. Yeah, speaking of Hee Haw, Minnie Pearl was a goddess in the hills of Appalachia. Oh God, the Mandrell sisters, dude. I'd almost forgotten about that. Barb Mandrell, her sister, what was her name? Louise Mandrell, or something like that. Anyway, they all like had a variety show where they sang and shit. Yeah, nobody remembers that shit now. It's the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What about Chevy's 1 year on SNL? I guess we can talk about that when we get to it on there.
Yeah.
It's pretty historic. I mean, that year pretty much laid the foundation for that show to be going on still to this day.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't watch it today.
No.
Does anyone in the chat watch SNL of today?
I watch it sometimes. It depends on who the guest is.
Okay.
But not as a rule, no. And I don't have TV, so I just watch clips of it usually. I mean, I don't have cable, I should say.
Did you have a favorite cast of SNL?
I mean, they always say the favorite cast is the one you grew up watching. So
Okay.
it's like, to me, the best cast was the one that I happened to like be a kid when they were coming up, which is like Farley, Adam Sandler, David Spade, all those guys. It's probably because I grew up exactly at that time, though.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Mark?
Probably some of that era. Fortunately, like my family was a big fan, so I got to see a lot of the early stuff that I wasn't around for in the 80s. And pretty much everything I saw was gold for the most part. And some of the obvious people like Eddie Murphy, I thought was amazing. So, yeah, I mean, I have fond memories of it, more so as a kid, but I definitely don't watch it today at all.
What about you, Rambo? I'm curious, like if you did have a favorite cast.
I wasn't able to. We didn't have the channels growing up. I mean, we didn't have cable till like 96, 97, so wasn't able to watch it. But I did watch reruns. I would say the Chris Farley era. But I do like Eddie Murphy. His bits, pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Which would you say you like more, SNL or In Living Color?
Oh, I was a big In Living Color guy. At that time, like I probably liked that show
Same.
better than any other show, like comedy wise.
Yeah.
That show was fucking way ahead of its time too, man. Like just I mean, all those guys at that time. And you didn't realize it, but like they had like some of the best comedians that would ever live on that show. Damon Wayans, Jim Carrey, fucking, Tommy Davidson, David Allen Greer, just that whole cast was crazy. And then they brought on, didn't at some point they bring on like Sean Wayans and like
he
some
was
of the younger. Oh, he was the DJ. That's right.
I think he did do a few skits, but mostly he was like the DJ guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I faithfully watched that for sure. That was a big part of my childhood.
Here's another one that doesn't get mentioned at all that I used to really like, Mad TV.
Yeah.
I watched a little of that in the 90s too.
For a time period there, I mean, it got old pretty quick, but there was a time period, especially when fucking oh god, what's his name? Guy from the Stern Show. My God. He did Steven Seagal, Rambo, on there. He did like the impression of Steven Seagal.
Will Sasso?
No, I love Will Sasso, but that was
He did Steven Seagal.
Oh, that was Sasso. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, the guy from Artie Lane.
Artie Lane, yeah. So that time period when Artie was on there, and like, I mean, it was a really great. I'll never forget watching That's My Black Mama for the first time. Do you remember the premise of that skit? Because it's one of the funniest fucking things ever, man.
Yeah.
Or was it That's My White Mama or That's My Black? I can't remember which one it was. But like the premise was like this woman died and somehow or another was reincarnated as Artie Lang. And he was just walking around doing like black catchphrases. That was the whole fucking gimmick. So he was like, "Don't make me bring my foot off in your ass." Like, he would just walk around and say shit like that. I don't know how that shit got on the air. That was like regular, TV. It was Fox, I guess, at the time.
That's one guy who I know really hit it off with Chevy Chase because they worked together in Dirty Work. And
yeah,
I remember him saying Chevy was like his idol. So.
Well, I mean, he was on heroin too, so that might have had something to do with
it. Well, they were both on coke. I know that. So
yeah,
there's that connection as well.
A couple people. So 75 through 79, when Eddie Murphy joined Sandler was great. Dana Carvey and Mike Myers. That might have been like right before and right into the era that I was talking about too. Phil Hartman, Carvey, Farley, Myers. Yeah, Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood was one of the best. It really was. That and James Brown's Celebrity Hot Tub. That fucking skit's amazing. God, man. Like, I can still watch that and like crack up. I forgot about that. Will Ferrell and Sherry O'Terrier. Yeah.
Fuck Will Ferrell.
You really don't like Will Ferrell. I forgot about that.
He's annoying as fucking pissing in the wind. Fucking hate Will Ferrell.
That's one thing about Will Ferrell, though. If you don't like Will Ferrell, you'll not like any of his movies because he's playing himself in every damn movie, or he's playing that character of himself in every movie he's ever in.
There's few movies I can watch him. Like, for some reason, Talladega Good Nights I can enjoy.
Yeah.
Step Brothers is okay, but like Elf.
What about Old School? I like Old School.
Dude, I love Old School. I can't. Yeah. You're crazy, man. You're crazy.
You got a dart in your neck.
I like you, but you're crazy. Fucking voice is slowed down. That's so great. Yeah. Anyway. How do you, it's a good question. How do you enter to win the Night of the Living Dead 1990 on YouTube? There is a post up. It's on our Facebook or our Instagram. I can't remember which, to be honest with you. That gives you all. So it's into the Dead Pit on Instagram, and just go search up Dead Pit on Facebook, and it'll tell you like everything to do. Because I don't even remember. He put like 10 different fucking things in there. It's like reading a damn recipe to build a bomb or something.
It is on the Dead Pit YouTube channel too. If you go to the Dead Pit YouTube channel, if you go to posts, I believe what it is, it'll say like the video, share the video, comments, have to be following the Dead Pit channel.
Yeah.
And then I think for another entry, you do the same on Instagram and Facebook. Yeah. And there's links in I did the post section of the YouTube channel.
So go over to any of those pages and just start liking, following, subscribing, and just read up on it, bulls. Mm-hmm. 14 seasons. What had 14 seasons? Mad TV or I don't think In Living Color had 14 seasons.
No.
And Living Color had like 4 to 5 seasons, I think. I think he's talking about Mad TV.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Watch Nightmare Beach. It was fucking great. I agree.
It's hilarious.
Steven Seagal parody became real. Have you ever seen that, Rambo? It's fucking.
He's not wrong.
No, it's pretty accurate.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. What about when Seagal hosted? You guys remember that?
Oh my God.
SNL?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't find it now. Apparently, like they scrubbed it as much as they could off the internet because it was so bad. But there's so many stories about it that it's kind of legendary now. Like every cast member has a different story about how bad he was to work with on that show.
You can still find it because I've seen it. It was pretty bad.
You can see they can't keep it, but they've tried. Yeah. But so who was it that was talking about it one time? I think it was Al Frank. Al Franken, the writer, was talking about like he had come up to him with a bunch of different skits, and he was trying to like get him to agree to it. He wouldn't agree to anything where it made him look even remotely like bad, or he was like the joke or anything like that in it. And like where he wanted to, they wanted to do like a Hans and Franz with him, and he wanted to beat the shit out of both of them and all this stuff because he just didn't get the joke that they were like saying that he was, the joke on that show was like everybody was like out of shape and flabby and stuff except them, but like he didn't get any of the jokes. So and then he wanted, I think the ending of the show he does some big fucking thing about what is it, Rambo? Is it the environment or something like that? He ends it on like some thing that he wanted to do that
A
they didn't want
message.
him.
You really wanted to convey a heavy-handed message. Like if you ever seen folks on Daily Ground, that kind of like heavy-handed message for about 10 minutes. And they're like, we can't do this. This is not the place for it. But yeah, he's the most hated host on SNL ever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. By a pretty good margin, too, from what I understand.
Yeah, Dana Carvey's talked about it. Rob Schneider's talked about it. Bob Odenkirk, who was writing on the show, talked about it. They all hated it.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a guy that fucking... He didn't get... he found no humor in anything. He thought that he was like the most amazing guy and karate expert and all this shit. And I hope to God that story is true where Gene LaBelle choked him out and he shit his pants. I pray that that's actually what happened. Oh. There we go. Now listen, saying all that, I'm not going to front and tell you that I did not love his movies when I was a kid and still love them now. I can picture. He's like, you talking to me? Talk about me and my keto.
Yeah, I mean, he had a nice run. The early 90s. Like he had a nice run for sure. There's some fun movies in there.
Now he doesn't ever run.
No. Mostly he sits in a chair and does karate now. Or keto or whatever.
He says he's faster now. That's what he says.
No, he's fatter.
He's
fatter now. The words of Scott Steiner. He's fat.
Didn't you review Attrition? That fucking god awful later Steven Seagal movie.
That was the last film he did before apparently he's coming back this year or next year. But yeah, he was still fat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Careful,
I may like
Rambo.
his early films, but I don't have to respect anything he does.
He's gonna show up and bend your fingers back. That's his thing.
He can't even bend his bat back when taking a shit. He can't do anything.
He can show up in these awful made for, streaming movies now, though.
His greasy hair that he paints black.
There's a story, too. There's a bunch of stories about him, but like one of the ones that I like to believe is absolutely true is the one where he kept talking shit about Van Damme, right? And then at some point they're in a club and Van Damme's drunk or high or probably a combination of both.
Sylvester Stallone's party.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah. He told him to come out in the backyard at Stallone's house and he's like, let's settle this.
Dude, I would have paid any amount of money to have like a VHS of that or something. Just like killed him. Because there's no way he would have absolutely killed that guy.
Yeah, Stallone confirmed it happened because it was his party. So he even said Seagal wanted none of Van Damme. And he has a coked up Van Damme too. I mean, it's one thing Van Damme, but when you're coked up anybody you don't want to deal with, let alone a coked up Van Damme.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a nightmare. You're right. There'd be fucking feet flying all over the place. You wouldn't even be able to like figure out what was going on before he hit you like 12 times.
Just him screaming in your face, Van Damme coked up screaming.
Like when he hits that guy in the stomach, just
But that's all he does.
Yeah, but just a whole combos of that. Couldn't happen to a better guy though. Any of you pick up the Dogma 4K? This is Lionsgate Limited still, but never seen it before, but I've heard it's one of Kevin Smith. It is actually to me one of his best movies.
I'd say so, yeah.
I have it over there. I've not watched it yet, but it was actually at Walmart at one point. So I don't know. But yeah,
I haven't seen it there, but if I did, I would pick it up. But I haven't gotten it because CK put the digital copy up on Fandango, so I was just like, fuck, just watch it there.
I'll pick it up at some point. I just haven't yet.
Yeah, I believe it has a new feature-length documentary on it.
That's cool.
I watched it again a couple nights ago, and it still holds up. And I was surprised, like, because some of his movies don't as well, but that one definitely does. It's really well made.
Yeah, always enjoyed it.
This is what happens when you pollute the planet. That's right. Yeah, that was Seagal's.
He was polluted with his hair when Tom Arnold told that story. The Seagal accidentally walked off the boat and fell into the water, and then all the paint he put in his hair went into the water.
Yeah, I love that story. Yeah, he wanted to do a scene or something, and they said it's not blocked yet, and he was just like, "Let's do it anyway," and he walks right off the boat.
Yeah. That sounds like something he would do.
Dude got kicked out of town for holding a Vietnamese woman as a... You talking about Seagal?
Yeah.
I heard about that too.
That sounds...
Why do you think he lives in Russia?
That sounds about right.
If you ever see his cop show, it's the most hilarious thing where
I love that show.
Lawman.
Yeah, it's amazing.
His most hilarious, awful show where it's like he does nothing, but then he acts like he does everything. He's like, and then whenever he's talking to, he's like either got to talk Southern or he got to talk black.
He just matches whoever he's around. It seems like it's like, I don't know. That guy's fucking weird. What's better, Dogma or Red State?
I like Dogma more.
Yeah, I'd 100% go with Dogma on that one. I mean, I love Red State. I'm one of the few people I feel like that do love that movie, but I like Dogma better. Any thoughts on Marked for Death? I got a lot of thoughts about it. Like, what do you want to know? Screw face, man. Fucking shit.
Hope they weren't triplets.
It's great in an awful way. I don't know how else to explain it. Like,
yeah, Keith David is like his sidekick, I guess, if you want to call him that.
Yeah.
Daniel Harris gets shot.
That's right. Yeah.
Best scene is probably the department store. Was it a department store? Something like that. They crash the car into it, and then they have like a fight scene break out in the middle of it. It's really cool. It
has some of the worst effects, like whatever you want to call that. People's like arms and shit getting broken, and then like at the end of it, where he throws that dude. It's the worst looking mannequin shot I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it really is. It's one of the worst.
I remember it.
What are your thoughts on that? I always liked that movie. I don't understand why people shit on it so much, but I mean, came out at a bad time. I know that. A lot of movies that were a lot more popular were released that weekend. I think Silence of the Lambs was released that weekend, and something else that was like a big hit, some Julia Roberts movie. But yeah, that movie just kind of got buried.
Was it Sleeping with the Enemy, or was it?
Might have been. Might have been.
Yeah, it had to be. That was 91. So yeah.
Yeah, I was going to wait till we get to it, but I've always enjoyed Nothing But Trouble. That was one of the early Chevy Chase films I saw on VHS. And I was interested because it looked like a horror comedy just from the cover. And that's kind of what it is. And
pretty much, yeah.
But people hated that movie. It's called like one of the worst films ever. They still hate that movie. They call it one of the worst films ever. I'm like, I've seen a lot worse. just last week. But
yeah, you definitely did. Yeah.
But I always enjoyed that.
Yeah, I like John Candy in it. I think he plays like a cop or something. It is. I mean, looking at it now, like there's some kind of weird stuff in it, but I mean, if you've been a fan of those guys before and like all their stuff, it just feels like another one of the movies that they did together, and I don't mind it. By the guys, I mean Aykroyd and Chase.
I feel like it had some stuff in it that was a little too goofy, maybe, and that's kind of what got it,
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
like the penis nose shit and the fucking
the babies.
The baby. Yeah. But ultimately, like Aykroyd as the judge was a pretty fucking hilarious character, man. I can still quote a lot of that shit from that because it's some of the stuff he says. Because he's basically like everything he says is like old 1800s expressions and stuff because he's so old. So it's like everything that he says in those dinner scenes is fucking hilarious, man. Like spiders through a birthday cake and all the shit that he says. Like, it's just like he's making them old time like baseball hot dog Franks. He's like, this is how I am, and I suggest you do the same. And it's like just fucking nasty. Like,
yeah, that would. I mean, I really like the set design, like the whole Vulcanvania, how it looks, just a huge junkyard and the weird collection of random items and the room with all the ID tags. And there's just some really unique art design in there. I love the roller coaster of death. I thought that was a cool idea.
Mr. Bone Crusher or something like that.
Yeah. Forget what song was playing. They had this heavy metal song playing.
I think it was a song about the ride, like Mr. Bone Stripper, maybe.
Sounds about right, yeah. And just Chevy, I still thought he was funny at that point. That some of his lines, like he sees two guys, and is like, "Oh, there's Evil Kid Evil, Mr. Clean." Just these random insults, yeah.
And where he like thinks everybody's a banker.
Yeah.
Goes, what do you do? He's like, something. Oh, I to do something with law or something like that. And he goes, banker. All right, here's what I was hoping for. Bobby says Matt is doing a rant of Alien 3 and 5 minutes in the tap teleport to the ceiling. Matt said, get off the ceiling, line 3. Thank you, Bobby. You save the rest of the night for me.
You got another one.
Oh, thank the Lord. Hold on.
So I didn't teleport, I guess? Alien 3 teleported, I guess. Yeah, it's probably known to do
that. Next 10 minutes, Alien 3 made Matt speak gibberish, as it would, and took him 30 seconds to realize it. Alien 3 changes back, and Matt said, and so helpo.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Alien 3 would make me go crazy. It will one day. Fucking movie, man.
Have you guys seen Seagal's one horror movie? No, but what is it? Please tell me.
Against the Dark, where he fights vampires, but he's not really the star of the movie.
Ain't no fucking way that's real.
Against the Dark. Once while him and some others, he kind of wobbles in with a sword and does a couple of these. And that's like the fight.
So he's like the obese Blade, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. He pops in every once in a while. Says something about the vampires, and then does one of these again. You need to see something like Attack Force Against the Dark. You need to see some of these just to laugh at.
Yeah, I didn't even know until right now that movie existed, but I will definitely be watching that.
That's not the one where like the other one you mentioned, did he do a zombie one or was he supposed to do one or something like that?
Well, Attack Force was supposed to be aliens, but he's like, no.
That's what it was.
So even though their eyes go like this, they're just people working for the government.
Yeah.
In case he wanted the script change.
Yeah, he agreed to do it, but then like he didn't want to shoot what they had, so they had to change.
It's like he was going to work with Anthony Hickox.
Yes,
that did Hellraiser 3.
I love Anthony Hickox. He did Waxwork as well.
Waxwork. There was this film called Submerged, which he did do, but what it started is supposed to be an alien on a sub. Mm-hmm. And Seagal's like, we ain't doing that. So it's just guys for the government on a sub.
Of course, yeah.
And then Anthony Hickox even says the worst guy he ever worked with.
Let me tell you a fun story.
The only one.
Fun story about Anthony Hickox. Did you know on the set of Waxworks he actually was having like a relationship with Deborah Foreman and Michelle Johnson? Is that her name?
Oh, I didn't know both.
Same time. Yeah.
What a lucky man.
Jesus.
Wow.
I didn't know both.
I mean, that's all I can say about that, really. Close to the end of the review, Alien 3 have Matt speak high pitch. Matt said, lower my voice, and it did, so Matt speak low pitch. Matt said, not that low. Alien 3 changes the volume. Is Alien 3 like a fucking beatbox? What's going on? Exactly. That's all we need to say. Matt is speaking both high and low pitch at the same time, as he would. Matt said, oh, that does it. Get out of my house. Alien 3 teleports Matt outside the house. Matt said it locked me out.
This is like a nightmare. Mm-hmm. I'm glad I'm awake.
Mission Media says, thank you for recommending Predator Badlands, Rambo. I'm glad you loved it. I like this guy already.
I should fade away your sinners, fucking Avatar. Hey, if you like the film, teach their own. Teach their own.
I didn't. Nah, did you know him? Because when that all happened, and like Sean Clark was talking about, I didn't know him. I know he passed away, which is sad, but I'd never seen anything by him.
Yeah, I think we did talk about this, maybe not last stream, but the stream before. I had heard of him.
Yeah,
I seen one or two videos he did with Sean Clark, but nah, I never met him, never talked with him, never knew him. A lot of people liked him, though. I think even just randomly they saw like Thomas F. Wilson do a video on him, Biff from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
So yeah, apparently he knew quite a bit of people. So
it's sad because he was a young guy too, man.
Yeah, and it was right before Christmas too.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, I mean, it's bad either way, but it just natural causes. Mm-hmm. Not really any way to prevent it.
Dark City. Any thoughts on Dark City?
I liked it. I haven't picked up the 4K. It wasn't gone for a while. I guess they put it back out.
I think the standard is out now. Yeah.
But I like the film. I don't need a 4K of it, but I like it.
I enjoy the film too. If I'm not mistaken, was that Alex Proyas?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was his follow-up to The Crow, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, good film. I like Kiefer in it. Yeah, very cool visuals, stylish. One of his best movies and definitely my favorite of his next to The Crow. As far as his other films, not really a big fan of a lot of his stuff, but those two are great.
You don't like Gods of Egypt?
Not really.
You don't like Egypt where there's like superhero people flying by on unicorns or whatever that is?
All the, man, I don't even want to get into it. Just, we can do a whole show on his career.
We really don't.
We shouldn't, but that's not
good.
Oh no, it's Chinese Uncle Bill.
I love that last night. I saw that. That picture just Sub-Zero.
I'm not even going to read that. But I just want you to know that whoever's doing that, you're my fucking hero.
Lord Raiden himself. I didn't know you were Raiden. I love you, Mortal Kombat.
You didn't know I was like, I freelance as Raiden in my spare time.
That's your job. Okay. Yeah. Now we know.
Did you see this story though? Because I'm still trying to figure out what exactly happened here. But like, Kiefer Sutherland got arrested for he was
yelling at an Uber driver.
Yeah, and like I guess this is the part that confused me. Said that the Uber driver wouldn't stop, and he kept asking him to stop, and he wouldn't. And so he was like, "If you don't stop, like I'm gonna, unalive you," for lack of a better term. And but I'm sitting there thinking, why wouldn't he fucking stop? If that was the case, like, was he just like couldn't stop somewhere safe? That's the first thing that came to my mind. Like maybe he freaked out on him. Like, I don't know. Just
Please
a weird
tell
story.
me like that video is up, because they usually have a camera in the car.
There's not a camera. There's audio of it that I've seen or I've heard. Oh, man. But I don't know if there's video.
I don't know.
Apparently, he really doesn't like Uber drivers. Look at this shit. Oh God. Okay. Let's see. There's a Caddyshack 4K coming. Okay. All right. Well, before we get into about an hour in now, before we get into any of this Chevy Chase shit, I want to bring this up because this still is fucking blowing my mind, and I'm on a kind of like a trip about it. So recently, I'm actually subscribed to this fucking show and have been for a long time. But recently, there's a show called Your Mom's House. Tom Segura, Christina P, husband and wife comedy team, have the show forever. Now listen, a lot of people don't like it or whatever because he said some stuff that was kind of like controversial and it got him in trouble and stuff like that. But I've listened to this and watched this show for years now. So out of nowhere, yesterday, CK sends me a clip, and it's a comedian named Joe DeRosa, who I also knew from like the old like show with Patrice O'Neal and stuff like that. And he sends me this clip, and it's him talking to Christina P about our show, about Dead Pit.
Yeah.
My very first thought is like, this is AI, and he's just like fucking with me. Right. Like it had to be, because it's just such a wild thing to see something like that. And that, like your name is brought up, and that's probably the first time that's ever happened to a large degree like that. I mean, we've been on DVDs and different things like that, had commentary and like interviews and things like that on DVDs, but this not to that degree where it's like 4 million subscribers or something like that. So yeah, it's kind of wild. I've got the clip. We may get in trouble for it. I doubt it, since it's like a 10-second clip of another podcast, but I'm going to play it on here because I'm just going to do that. That's what's going to happen. And if something happens, then something fucking happens. Well, but here it is. So for anybody that hasn't seen this still fucks with me.
Watch like record collectors, and I'll watch movie collectors.
Okay.
Dead Pit Radio, I watch. They're horror movie guys, and they collect all the special edition horror movies that come out. So
That's
I watch
cool.
that
I like
to learn
that.
about like what's the next edition of whatever.
Just what? Like, first of all, I want to know, how the fuck did he even find out who we were? Because in the corners of like, the internet, there's 100 fucking channels that do horror and like horror, reviews and physical media, and everybody does physical media. And like, I don't know, but I like to think that show was entertaining enough that it kind of got singled out. That's my hope anyway. But yeah. What is it, Rambo?
It's just the irony of he calls you horror collectors, and then you've had the that butthurt bitch, been mad at you.
Oh, there's a lot of irony in the fact that like that all happened at the same time too. The fucking
you're against collectors, and then this guy called you one of the best collectors.
Well, no, I mean he's actually talking about collect like real shit, not like stuff that you make in your like garage on fucking some sort of Photoshop AI program. By the way, those guys are fucking digs. If I haven't mentioned that enough lately, like I really want to mention it again.
Yeah, his dad should have pulled out.
Fucking out of nowhere, man. Oh, by the way, I know you probably saw that, right? On the
oh yeah, he's the type of guy that the dad should have been like trapped back or keep in the sack.
I'm still trying to figure out though, because this makes zero sense to me. So he knows that.
Well, he thinks someone in the chat did it. He thinks one of your fans did it. That's why he said Dead Patrols. He thought someone in this chat did it. Someone who watches you did it.
Let me just say this: if anybody in our chat did that, like reported them to Warner Brothers, let me know and I will send you a nice care package of stuff. Like you can prove that you did it. I've got some stuff laying around here. I will send it to you, but you have to be able to prove it. Because if anybody in this world deserves to be snitched out, it's those fucking goofy bastards.
Yeah, he's. People who said Discord, like people in Warner Bros. Don't really tell you. I don't know how they think Warner Bros. These companies work, that they care about those details and. Yeah, it must have been this one guy watches one channel get pissed.
The fucking part about that kills me is like, like Warner Brothers, right? They picked like one of the biggest studios ever with like the most litigious studios, and then they just can't wrap their minds around how they got caught. It's like doing that. It's like, okay. So yeah, I think DeRosa has got to be like a actual true horror film collector.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Chevy Chase. One of the big reasons we're talking about him is because recently a documentary came out and it was really, really kind of controversial. They show one clip a million times, man. I know you know the clip I'm talking about where he's talking to the director and she's like, I'm just trying to figure you out. And then he's basically like, well, you're going to have a hard time. She's like, why? And she's like, why? And he goes, you're not that smart.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, she was shocked. She couldn't believe that he said that.
Well, knowing what I know about Chevy Chase and like a lot of the shit that he's been, projects he's been on, I could totally see that happening. I mean, that was not even near the worst thing that could have happened in that scenario.
Yeah.
But Mark, you go ahead. You watch that documentary too.
It's weird because when he says it, like you could kind of take it like maybe he's joking. But then there's that other part of it where it's like it's total deadpan delivery and he looks sincere. So I don't know how to take that. I mean, it's not anything I would ever do because like how fucked up is that? I think he says like don't keep the clip or something.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, basically.
So it was a funny moment nonetheless because it's just like Jesus Christ, the balls on this guy. Like he really doesn't give a fuck, which I think that's just been him his whole career.
Yeah, something tells me he never
something
did.
like that. Yeah, he says something like I can only just be me and like that's all I know how to do. I don't, conform or change for anybody. I'm just how I am.
Everybody I've ever heard talk about him says one thing that seems to be a theme, right? Like he's incredibly narcissistic. And if he thinks that you're not like on his level, he will fuck with you. That's essentially the theme that you get from like even Dan Aykroyd basically said, and he likes him, basically said something similar to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's so I don't know how many people he actually thought were on his level. Probably not many, but if you were like that way, then he would say, basically make your life hell and say horrible things like throughout the thing. Carpenter, of all people, I was thinking about this. I'm like, man, if you got John Carpenter being like, that guy's a dick, they're like, you have to be a special kind of breed of person.
I think it was a 2023 thing, Carpenter talked about Invisible Man and working on it, and he doesn't call Chase by name, but we all know who he's talking about. It's obvious.
Yeah.
And he says, "He who shall not be named." He said, I think he said he should die.
Jesus.
He was like, no. He's like, he should be set on fire. He's like, no. That's too much. He's like, I made it through the film. That's all right. We're all good.
Well, there's another clip too. I heard him talking, like Carpenter was talking about that movie, and he was basically saying like he couldn't be directed because like he had it in his head what he wanted to do, and he would not be funny. It was the same thing. It reminded me of like the Eddie Murphy thing John Landis said, where
Right.
he's like, he just refused to be funny. He was like, he got in his head he wanted to make a dramatic film, and the studio was like, no, we want a comedy, but he was like, no, I want to do this. So he just could not be directed, and that's just kind of what happened.
Yeah, Carpenter said that the studio wanted him to do basically Griswold is invisible. That's like in their mind, they thought that was like the selling point. I mean, you look just before that, Christmas Vacation, made money. So they were like, hey, like, let's go a different route, but let's still keep it comedic. As you said, Chase wanted to do a serious role. And Carpenter said he got caught in the middle of both the studio and Chase, and it wasn't fun. Even though from what I had heard, Chase actually had lobbied for Carpenter to direct that movie. And I think before him, it was Ivan Reitman who was attached, I think. And he said, either I go or Chase goes. And the studio was like, well, we're keeping Chase. So
yeah,
Ivan left. Rest is history.
I mean, I feel bad for Carpenter because in a way, even though he is an old curmudgeonly fuck, at every chance that guy had to be a big name Hollywood director, something happened. Like something sabotaged like that. And it usually wasn't him, honestly, because his work that he turned out was usually really good. It's just some bad kind of, fortuitous thing happened. So Chase being the bad thing that happened on that particular movie.
Yeah, I think because just before he goes in to direct Invisible Man, Carpenter's having an issue with the studio. Well, not Warner Brothers, but what is it? Alive Films, I think it is, who they did They Live. And he had some sort of contract for other stuff, and just the movies that he missed out on because of all that chaos. Like I saw something about him doing Exorcist 3. Like he was going to do that, which I can only imagine how that would have turned out. I think a Dracula movie and something else, but
I don't know if it's the fact that he wanted to do Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Maybe that was it. But just the fact that like he works with Chase and then he wants to quit the business.
Yeah, I mean that tells you everything. That tells you everything you need to know about Chase. Yeah. There's some comments on here that are pretty good though. Can't remember who. Can't remember who it was, but supposedly he slapped another actor across the face at a party for interrupting.
That was Rob Hubel, I think, the comedian. Like, well, he's an actor as well, but I remember that story because he told it on Larry King. He said that he went up to Chase and he's like, I finally got my chance. Much like other people, Chase is my idol. He's why I got into comedy. Like, I have to meet the guy. He extends his hand, says, I'm a huge fan. I've grown up like idolizing you. You're everything that the business needed at the time. Basically putting him over, right? And then Chase no-sells it, doesn't say anything, and slaps him in the face.
So he's like Shawn Michaels. So you tell me Chevy Chase is the comedic equivalent of Shawn Michaels as a wrestler?
I just, how do you not tackle that guy and like choke him out after that? How do you even walk away? I mean, that had to crush his soul. Like, that was his idol, and he slapped him in the face for no reason.
Literally, yeah.
I think Chase said later, like, he interrupted me or something, or I was having a conversation and this guy just came up to me, something like that.
Yeah, that's the narcissistic part, I'm pretty sure. Chris Columbus said it's one of the worst actors he ever worked with, and said working on Christmas Vacation was one of the worst experiences.
Well, that's why he quit the production. But I mean, he kind of won in the end anyway, because after he left the production, John Hughes gave him the script to Home Alone. We all know where his career went. So
yep,
he did pretty good after
that. Says Nikki is. I never thought Chevy Chase was that funny. It was his co-stars that made him funny. We'll talk about that shortly.
I do remember the story where he got his shoulder dislocated on Community.
What was that? I didn't hear that story.
Joel McHale, he was the star of it. Because Chevy was so much of an asshole, there were multiple times they would get in like physical pushing matches. At one time, he punched Chevy in the shoulder and it dislocated Chevy's shoulder.
Good. It's killer.
And apparently, in his book, he actually has a chapter on how to fight Chevy Chase. So, and I haven't seen the documentary yet. I will see it soon, but other than that one director, nobody on Community was on it, from what I understand, because they hated him so much.
Yeah. That show. I remember all the controversy around that when it happened, and
Yeah, his choice language. I've heard from some of the cast members about that. Yeah, he's had some altercations, that's for sure. Somebody brought up Murray like a few chats ago. That was one thing they didn't get to in the doc. I was really hoping they would talk about that, the fist fight that they got into backstage.
Yeah, that's a pretty famous story too. Because basically Bill Murray was Chevy Chase's replacement. He came in after that, and he was, going to be the next one. And there was apparently always friction between the two. By the way, both those guys, from what I can understand, are assholes. So it's like a meeting of the assholes, I mean, Jesus Christ, there's enough stories about Bill Murray on sets too. They could fill a book about how difficult he is to work with. For God's sake, he quit talking to Harold Ramis for fucking, 20 years or something?
Yeah. And ironically, he's the reason that they did Caddyshack. Like they made up, Murray and Chase made up, and then they do Caddyshack together. It was because of Harold Ramis.
So let's talk about some of his movies. I'm going to run through this list, and you tell me like what you guys think. I'm going to skip a couple from the early 70s that nobody's ever seen really. But we'll go to Foul Play is probably the first one. I do remember watching this movie. I do remember really liking this movie, actually. It's the one with Goldie Hawn.
Yeah. Okay. Haven't seen it. I've heard of it.
Yeah. It's
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Oh.
You gotta go buy another couch.
Yeah. Chevy Chase says door get ready to beat the shit out of you.
So Foul Play, was that something you saw as a kid? Was that something you saw? Okay.
Yeah, it was. I'm not sure. It had to be on cable, just like basic cable at the time. And I just remember it's a weird murder mystery kind of comedy with Chevy Chase and Goldie Hawn, but it's not the one that I remember the most with the two of them in it. Because there's another one that I watched obsessively, and I don't know why. Seems Like Old Times.
I've seen that film,
yeah, with both of those in it too, and I love that movie. And that's just a basic like a kind of comedy. It's a Neil Simon comedy, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, it is. Charles Grodin. Always nice to see Charles Grodin.
It's a really good film. and he is really good in it. And they're actually like the acting in it's amazing. It's a straight up kind of just goofy comedy though. There's not a whole lot to it.
Yeah.
I would never, Larry. I would never skip "Oh Heavenly Dog," which also came out in 1980. He had 3 films in '80 that came out that were all outstanding in different ways. But "Oh Heavenly Dog" was another one from my childhood, man. That like, listen, objectively looking at this movie now, I realize it's not a great movie. Okay, but like when you're a kid, the idea of a fucking guy dying and then coming back as a dog is just an amazing concept.
And it was Benji, right? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a private investigator, I think, and he's reincarnated as the fucking Benji dog. So that's the way they made movies in the 80s. For people that don't know, shit like that happened all the time.
That's true. You came back as a mannequin, or you came back as a dog.
It was not a hit film, I don't believe, but it was a very notable film because of how crazy the subject was. And I really, really liked that movie, mostly because of Chase in it too.
Yeah,
and
sadly,
then
I missed "Oh Heavenly Dog."
Don't worry, somebody will request it soon. You'll get to see it.
How about you, Mark? Have you seen "Oh Heavenly Dog"?
I know of it. I don't think I've ever seen it though. Did you guys mention Foul Play?
I just
he did
barely mentioned it. Yeah. Have you seen him?
Yeah, dude. That cast is so cool. I like the neo-noir comedy aspect of it. Like,
yep.
Burgess Meredith, especially Goldie Hawn, who was really, really attractive at the time.
Mark, yes, she was.
Hey, I mean, if those of you have not seen that, just go look her up. But yeah,
I was talking about too. Did you see the other one that they did together? It seems like old times.
I don't think so.
Well, if you like that one, you need to watch that one too. I mean, if you like Foul Play, you need to watch. It seems like, because it's like a straight up. It's a Neil Simon comedy, but it's like a straight kind of like comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good though. Really, really well written.
Is that the one with Charles Grodin?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I remember it now. I don't think I've seen it, but I do remember seeing like scenes from it.
And then in 1980, another film happened that was probably the reason why he got in so many films after that, had it not been for this movie, Caddyshack. Now, a lot of people have talked about Caddyshack. A lot of people's one of their favorite movies. I'm going to tell you the truth, though. I don't think that Caddyshack exists the way that we know it exists without Rodney Dangerfield. I think that movie is basically what it is because of Dangerfield. I like Bill Murray in it. I like Chevy Chase in it. But Dangerfield steals that entire movie, man.
For sure.
To me.
Yeah, all the improv and stuff. Like, I want to say the Bill Murray scene, there wasn't one with him and Chase from what I remember hearing, and they did that like off the cuff, like just because they didn't have any scenes together.
Makes sense, yeah.
But again, the movie stands out. The sequel is not good, really. But
that's an understatement. Yeah, I used to love that movie when I was a kid too. And that just goes to show you that kids will fucking watch anything and like it. Because you go back and watch that now and you're like, what the hell?
Like beaches.
Like beaches. Fucking Bette Midler just running around. Oh, people dying of cancer. There's nothing in the 80s. Everybody's dying of cancer. Like, there's the most downbeat fucking films. Just
yeah, didn't Terms of Endearment do that too?
Yes. Yeah, Deborah Winger, unfortunately. No, I mean, Deborah Winger, don't get me started on that because she was amazing. Caddyshack, though, it's a pretty solid comedy, man.
Well, what about the idea that originally it was more about the actual caddies, and they realized that was a dumb idea because they're boring as hell. Like, have these other people be more of the upfront stars, like Bill and Rodney and Chip. Like, those are the ones that people want to see. No one gives a shit about the caddies.
True.
This ain't like, Revenge of the Nerds, where, about the caddies rising up. No one gives a shit about them.
No.
They're boring as hell. So I was just want to ask, do you think the groundhog was too much?
No, it fit the goofiness of the film, really.
Or Gopher, whatever the fuck it was. I guess it was Gopher, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference between a groundhog and a gopher is, to be honest, but the same fucking thing to me. Around here, it's like, I'll call everything a fucking groundhog. Be a damn chipmunk, I'll call it a groundhog. Yeah. But let's see what comes next then. So Caddyshack. Then he does Under the Rainbow, which I have not seen. A comedy with Carrie Fisher.
I've heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one about the Munchkins. The real story about the Munchkins getting cast for Wizard of Oz.
Jesus.
And apparently all perverts in the hotel that Chevy Chase and Carrie Fisher are staying at.
That movie bombs, surprisingly to no one.
Yeah,
yeah, it lost like $10 million, which back then was a damn fortune. And then I guess he has like another semi-hit, Modern Problems. This is the one I do remember, this movie where he's like an air traffic controller.
Get superpowers.
Yep.
Yeah. Telekinesis, right?
Yeah. I could not get into that one.
It's got Dabney Coleman in it though, which is like, I'm a huge fan of old school Dabney Coleman movies. I don't know why. That guy is so weird, man, because everything he was in around that time period in the 80s was usually pretty good.
Even Hot to Trot.
Listen,
Bobcat with the horse.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something right now that's gonna be a hot take, but I believe Hot to Trot is underrated. I believe it's an underrated movie.
Get the fuck out of here. What?
It's a fucking modern day Mr. Ed with Bobcat Goldthwait. You gonna fucking shit on that, Rambo? You shitting on my dreams. Like, come on.
Dreams, your nightmares, your the whole damn sheets.
He's shitting all over everything.
Hot to Trot. You can have Hot to Trot, I ain't having it.
I thought you were gonna say like Cloak and Dagger or something. Like, I'll give you that, but I don't know about Hot to Trot.
Listen, we've all got movies like that, man, from our childhoods that, like, whatever.
That's
like
true.
I'm the type of person that I also like that fucking Barbarian Brothers shit because I just grew up with it, like fucking Double Trouble and all that stuff. Those movies aren't good. Everybody knows those movies aren't good,
Right?
But it's just, I don't know, something about them. There's nostalgia to it in a way for me.
I just see that. Not for Hot to Trot, but I see.
All right, let's get off Hot to Trot's dick for a minute and get on something else.
Hot to Trot commentary.
Yeah, you want to do that, Mark?
No.
Fucking Hot to Trot commentary.
Watching that fucking horse.
Please do that. Then the movie that changed everything pretty much for him forever. In 1983, did National Lampoon's Vacation. It was a huge hit. It made 4 times its budget. It's a great movie. Still to this day, it's like there's scenes in that movie that will kill you. pretty much, I mean, from the beginning, that's one of those movies where almost everything is a gag. From the beginning, where he gets the car to, driving.
Eugene Levy.
Yeah.
Car,
Yeah, Eugene Levy is the salesman that he gets the car from. All the way to when, he sees Christy Brinkley. They're going on the road trip. Pick up the grandma. It's not the grandma. It's not a grandma. It's what is she? Their aunt or something?
I think aunt.
I can't remember.
All
the way to that. Yeah, the old ballot. All the way to that point when they meet Eddie. And then go to Wally World, which I always thought was Walmart, even when I was a kid, because that's what everybody calls Walmart around here. And John Candy and the shit where they're riding the roller coasters, holding him hostage and everything, which is great. I mean, that whole movie, man.
Yeah.
And it's basically him. Like, that's when he perfected the persona that he wanted to go with, I think, was during that movie, where he's kind of a slick, sarcastic, but kind of like underneath it all, he could explode at any time type of guy. Like, there's always a great scene where he freaks out in each one of those movies, where just like everything goes wrong and he just finally like blows up. And in that scene, like, I just remember him punching the Wally World moose's nose in and shit. Like,
it's classic.
Yeah, it's also interesting that had a different ending, and they completely redid the ending and added John Candy's character. Because I think the ending was, since it was closed, I think they went to like the owner's place and took him hostage or something, and it didn't play out. And it's like, no, the audience wants to see them at Wally World, so, and then they cast John Candy, just Harold Ramis knew him from the SCTV days. Pretty much had John Candy play a character he did on SCTV, and John Candy was hilarious in that. So I think that definitely worked out for the finale better than the original ending. But it's a hilarious movie.
I think too, Anthony Michael Hall. That's another weird thing about it. Like, there's always a new Rusty.
Yeah.
So Anthony Michael Hall is the Rusty in this one, which I think he is the best Rusty.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Of all of them. And Dana Barron is Audrey. So that will change multiple different times too.
Yeah.
Was that the one where at the Wild West show he pretends like he got shot? Like the like he's got the cowboy hat and the guy pretends to shoot him. And
yes.
And isn't that later? Is that all the same one? Like he sees the cash and he tapes it. He's got like puts a little piece of paper IOU in it and stuff.
I think so. Yeah.
Hightails out of there.
I think this is also the one where like they park the car and like they're in some neighborhood and all the tires get stolen and shit. Like within like 5 minutes. The Wagon Queen Family Truckster, I think was the name of it.
Yeah.
So that movie really, like, if that was his Die Hard or whatever. And then he makes a fucking movie that should have been amazing if you look at it on paper, because it's directed by William Friedkin. It's got Sigourney Weaver in it, Gregory Hines, Chevy Chase.
It bombed though.
It fucking sucks. That's why it bombed. It's not good. I mean, I love William Friedkin, but that's probably up there with my least favorite of his movies.
I'm not sure if I've ever heard Friedkin talk about that. I would love to see those two personalities clash, because I'm sure they had at least one point where they got in each other's face. Had to happen.
Yeah, I'm sure that happened. We'll never know now though, because Friedkin died. But like, I would almost guarantee. The funny thing about him too is like I think he was as much of a prick as probably Chevy Chase was. So that would have been interesting. So I don't know how much you want to talk about Deal of the Century, but
I've heard of it. I just never saw it because I heard so many bad things about it.
it's not good.
Yeah, from what I remember, you're not missing much in that one.
It didn't sound like it.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he goes back to
Oh,
kind of
wait.
like
Spirit
Oh, sorry.
Crusher says in the documentary Freaking Uncut, they talk about Deal of the Century.
Mm.
I don't know if you've seen the Freaking.
I've seen that, but I don't. I guess maybe I wouldn't really pay attention.
I haven't seen it. I want to see that now, though.
Oh yeah.
Nobody likes it. Never watched it. Sucked. It's a piece of shit.
I'm just getting caught up on some of these chats.
Guys, gotta put up the hot the truck comment. I saw
Where's the
it.
hot trot comment? Yes, fucking A. Loved hot trot. I'm telling you. Look at this. Jack Paul got it on fucking hot trot on DVD. Fuck you, Rambo.
My God.
I don't want to hear one damn word about Congo and this fucking dojo.
You're gonna hear about
Hot
Congo
Trot
today. One of us dies.
Movie
We'll hear about it.
Talk shit about Predator 2.
I didn't
It
know.
sucks.
No, you cannot say I talk shit about Predator 2.
Not hot the shot. Better than Predator 2. Fucking.
I really like Predator 2. Unfortunately, nobody that is on the other show likes Predator 2. Yeah, that fucking quote, Daddy says I'm the best kid.
Hate Manhunter.
I do fucking hate Manhunter. I'll fully admit to that, and almost everything else that piece of you.
I know I heard the thing last night about the Manhunter 4K, and you were happy about it.
Yeah, I'm happy that everybody's Blu-rays that were shit now. That's the only thing I'm happy about. I knew that was coming too. What is this now? It was something. Let's see. It was something like 112 degrees film. The scene where they run across the parking lot. Anthony Michael had to be rushed to the hospital for a heat stroke. Jesus.
Yikes.
Mm.
That's too bad.
I did see the fucking. I hated that movie, man. Hated it.
Oh, the one from 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, Chevy has a cameo in that.
Him and Beverly, right? They're both
Yeah.
in there, right? Yeah. Okay.
It's supposed to be a sequel because they're the Ed Helms is the older
Right.
Rusty Trombone.
Hey, Rambo.
Hey, what?
Fuck Congo.
Fuck hot to try.
Look at that. I didn't say it. I'm just reading what the mayor said.
I'm just repeating what I said before.
Oh shit. Okay. Fletch. Huge hit. Love the movie.
Yeah.
It was the perfect movie for him, especially at that time.
Yeah.
Because he's basically just another smart ass, like his character in that perfectly matches his personality, apparently.
Yeah, it was fun. All the personas, even in the Lakers game.
Yep.
With the big afro and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Great score by Harold Faltermeyer. Great score.
Yeah.
Fletch is a lot of fun.
Made a ton of money too. I was looking at this, like $8 million budget. It made $60 million. So
Makes sense.
I mean,
good movie.
It's basically just an excuse for him to do physical comedy and like all the way through it, which is kind of like his strong suit too. And he could dress up as all these different characters, and he's got the whole thing. And he basically is playing Fletch in like other movies that he does later on too. It's just they don't call him that, but it's like Spies Like Us is Fletch. He's just doing the same fucking character. Like it works. It's very effective but that's kind of where it originated from, were those two couple of movies. Fletch and National Lampoon's kind of like a combination of those characters. which is
It's funny
probably
because, well, sorry, that's another one where like I didn't really like the sequel that much, like not as much as the first one.
I think nobody liked the sequel.
no. I think I agree with you. Like, I mean,
Despite some of the people in the cast that I really like Arlie Ermy, shit, even Hal Holbrook shows up. Like it something about it. It seemed like it was a lot more of, because the first movie has that really fun premise to it, but so much of the like constant switching of costumes and I don't know, it just didn't work as well the second
Well, you know, a
time.
movie's on the pulse when it's referencing Gone with the Wind on the poster. You know, that brand new movie.
Yeah.
What do we reference for a sequel for the 80s? Gone with the Wind. Have it be like at a southern, it was like former plantation.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Great setting for comedy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did too, though. I forgot that movie existed, Larry. Like fucking Fletch remake.
I never saw that. Yeah,
I didn't even bother watching that.
There's
I
no
did
way.
remember when Kevin Smith wanted to do a third Fletch, and that's when he met Chevy Chase and hated him because he was a dick.
He says nice things about him in the doc, though, except for like one or two
well,
things. I don't know.
Well, the Kevin Smith now ain't
that's
the real Kevin Smith. He's
been hijacked by some
He's
sort
a
of
clone.
yeah. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers or something.
yeah, he's been replaced by a doppelganger.
Been replaced by weed instead of a plant pod. Now I'm going to say another very controversial thing. I guess I didn't realize it was that controversial until like I've heard a lot of people talking shit about this movie. I always liked European Vacation. Like fucking people hate it. They go on about it constantly. I never understood that particularly. Like I thought it was
Film sucks.
you be one of those people, but like
The only one joke I remember is them not be able to turn out of the damn thing and going in a circle. That's like the only thing I remember. Everything else is like shit.
That is my least favorite one.
It's easily the worst one.
well, I mean,
It probably had to do with Amy Heckerling, because that's another one where she hated working with Chevy Chase. She said that a million times. That like I think she had the studio get her a plane ticket because she was gonna leave or something like that. Like somehow she ended up sticking through and like finishing the shoot, but she hated working with him. That probably played into it.
you guys have some interesting opinions. They're wrong, but you're entitled to the.
Even Amy, she's wrong too.
Yeah, everybody's wrong. Everybody that's talking shit about this film is fucking wrong. It did make about double its budget, a little over double its budget. It wasn't very successful. It did get pretty panned. It's another movie that came out when I was a kid and like I grew up with, so I haven't watched it in a long time. It may not be as good as I think it is, but then again, Congo exists, so I mean, how bad can it be? But in this one, a couple of things to note. Jason Lively is Rusty, which is bizarre because Jason Lively is the guy that plays in Night of the Creeps, probably most notably. And it's just weird to see him in that role now. Dana Hill is awful in that, by the way, as Audrey. I think didn't she pass away relatively young too?
I don't know.
Let me look it up. I swear I think she did something. Yeah, she died in 1996. So she would have been 32.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what happened to her. Let me see if I can find it here.
That's too bad.
After being hospitalized from suffering a stomach disease and mood swings, she entered a diabetic coma. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. But anyway,
On that happy note.
yeah, on a brighter note, he did Sesame Street Presents Follow That Bird next.
Not the bird you pick up.
I knew that was coming. When I fucking said it, I knew it was coming.
Which bird is he following? UB.
Why the fuck you asking me, Rambo? So
every week, talk about birds and playing with your birds, and talk about bird experts.
I ain't talking about no. Listen, don't sit there.
Bird historian.
Get butthurt about Congo, because we both know that movie ain't worth shit.
Like Hot to Trot.
Fucking Hot to Trot makes.
I'm just asking what bird is following. That's an easy question.
You fucking bird out.
Your bird is the word.
Now in 1985, though, also he makes probably my favorite, if not one of my favorite films of his. Spies Like Us. Something about the combination of him and Aykroyd in that fucking movie is perfect.
Yes.
And there's so many great scenes in that fucking movie. The one scene I always go back to for some reason is when they're cheating on the test, because that's like Chevy Chase at his best. When he's got all that, she's got like an eye patch and a cast, like it's a fake arm, and he's pulling notes and stuff out of it. Yeah, I mean it's great. There's that scene too. Doctor. They're pretending to be doctors. And it's a great movie.
Yeah, in a way, that's kind of what they, being Hollywood, was trying to do with that film Ishtar and failed. Spies Like Us was like a much more successful, that Bob Hope, Bing Crosby kind of comedy from modern. But then you had two guys who knew what they were doing. And John Landis, to be fair, he did a good job.
No, man, Landis back then was at the top of his game. Like, I mean, he could do no wrong in directing a lot of those movies.
Yeah. Mark, did you see Spies Like Us?
Yeah, that's another one where I just always liked the chemistry between Aykroyd and Chase. All the cameos are really fun in it too. I think Raimi's in that as well. Like, it's a fun movie. The concept is great. The whole Soviet Union stuff. Like, I don't know how well that would go over now, but
I don't think it would actually.
But yeah, it's fun.
I also love the boot camp shit where
they
all the scenes where they put them in like the thing that spins around and they come out in their faces. They'll get some coffee. All those scenes are great. Who is the guy? You probably know this, Rambo. Who's like the drill instructor or whatever that's training him? He's been in a lot of other movies. He was in I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, too.
Oh man, I gotta. Guys, it's been a while since I've seen Spies Like Us. So I have to look it up.
He's great. He's great in that role, though. Kevin Smith says Bernie Casey. That sound right?
Yeah, Bernie Casey, who was also in Revenge of the Nerds, and
Revenge of the Nerds. He was the dean or whatever.
Yeah, he was fun.
Okay.
Real quickly, Mark, how did you feel about European Vacation? I don't think we got your take.
Oh, I know what Mark's take is. Don't try to sit there and fucking get Mark to take your side, you son of a bitch. It ain't gonna work.
I never really watch it. Like,
thank you. There you go.
Like I said, it's my least favorite one.
Keep the black man down, not let him talk. Won't let the black man talk.
That's why he put me at the bottom.
Put it at the bottom. He said, I'm not gonna let this guy talk.
Oh shit! How you gonna do me like that, Rambo? Oh fuck!
For these ratchets.
Yeah, like Rambo was saying, like a lot of the gags in it weren't particularly great. I don't like European that much.
Well, fine. You both don't fucking like a movie. What you fucking want? A cookie, motherfuckers? Jesus. Okay. In 86, I forgot. For some reason, this movie even existed, but it's another one that's really killer. He does Three Amigos.
Of course.
Steve Martin, Martin Short, Chevy Chase. I think he plays like Dusty Bottoms. His name.
Something like that. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that movie's good. But that movie's more of like, that's less about him. I mean, it is him too, but it's like all those other guys are insanely good. Like he's carrying those other movies, like, you know, National Lampoons and stuff like that, but like, and Fletch, but this is more of like an ensemble kind of thing.
Yeah, like
actually, yeah. Actually, I think what makes it even better too is the Mexican guys, whoever those actors are that they got to be the fucking heels in that. Yeah. Oh my God.
That was Landis again.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
he really was on fire back then.
Oh,
just cranking out the hits.
El Guapo, that was his name. Yeah, the lead guy that was, you know, they were trying to get rid of. Let's see, Three Amigos. Three Amigos is my favorite, but I love Steve Martin. Yeah. Let's see. So what would come next, though? So you got Three Amigos, and then, oh yeah, this one I think is underrated too. So you guys will probably hate it. Funny Farm.
I like Funny Farm. I actually do like.
Oh,
that.
do you, Rambo? Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, I do.
So
I hope that means it's all, you know, fine and copacetic. Just, yeah, Funny Farm's not that bad.
The scene from that movie,
the damn stream.
The scene from that movie I'll never forget is the fucking what are they called? Like they end up being sheep balls, but like they're called something else. Like he's eating them, he like sets a record for it. Oh,
I can't remember. It's been a while.
Rocky Mountain Oysters, yeah.
Yeah, that's one that I never really watched that much. I think I seen it once way back. I barely remember Funny Farm.
That's one of those that I didn't expect much, but was kind of pleasantly surprised. It was a lot funnier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's a pretty good, like everything can go wrong style Chevy Chase movie where like he moves into this town and like he's I think it's his wife. Something about she wants to write a children's book, but he's never supportive of her or something like that. Anyway, the whole town, like they think it's the house and everything in the town's going to be one way and it's completely different. And like everything that can go wrong in that town does. And for him, he's a writer, isn't he? And that what like
I think they're both writers, I think.
Yeah, that's right. So he's trying to write like a big novel and she just wants to write like a children's book or something, I think was the gimmick. Lamb fries. That's what they called them. Yeah. Okay. The crazy mailman, yeah.
But I don't think Funny Farm did that well when it came out.
I was looking to see because I didn't think it did either. I saw that in the theater.
Because that came out around the same time Big came out with Tom Hanks. And then you had like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Die Hard, all these type of big movies.
It made on a budget of 19 million, it made 25, so it barely didn't even break even.
Yeah.
Really, when you take in everything. So, but I liked it.
Yeah.
Caddyshack 2 in 88.
Mark was talking about this.
I'll never watch it again.
Dan Aykroyd in that film is so aggravating. He's so annoying. And Jackie Mason is not a star. He's not a
You talk
leading
about
man.
you talk about a horrible downgrade from like Rodney Dangerfield. They picked him, and it's like everything about that doesn't work. Every fucking thing. And then to top it off, then like you said, you got Aykroyd, which it seems like he made up that voice like right before he started filming. And it's just none of it is inspired, none of it is good. It's just a mess, and the writing is horrible.
It's like, we want you to be the Bill Murray type of character, so you need some kind of voice because he had some kind of voice, but you can't have the same type of voice. So now you have this high-pitched type of voice.
Yeah.
I think that, yeah. The less said about that movie, the better. That movie's friggin' horrible.
Yeah.
I think I saw something about that movie too, where like a lot of the scenes with Chevy Chase, he did not want to do that movie. He may have been contractually obligated to do it, or I don't remember what it was, but like he didn't want to be there. So a lot of that shit that they filmed in a very short period of time, and he wouldn't do any like extra takes or anything like that. So it's like, it's all just fucking, none of it really makes sense, and it doesn't fit like in the rest of the story either.
I don't know if this is true, but I thought like they were close to getting Rodney Dangerfield back, but then he said no. By the time he said no, maybe Chevy had already said yes because he thought Rodney was going to be in it, but
probably something like that. Yeah. Yeah, there was something about Dangerfield, wasn't there? We're like,
it wasn't it. What must have been after Back to School?
Let's see. When did Back to School come out? It was after 88, I think.
Yeah, Back to School was.
So he was probably a star at that point. That's probably what happened. He probably did Back to School and then
86
off. Yeah, he probably didn't want to do it,
or they didn't want to pay him.
Yeah, or he read the script. Who knows?
Yeah,
that was probably it.
Well, fuck this, you guys.
Because Rodney didn't do a lot of films after Back to School until those 90s, like Meet Wally Sparks and stuff.
You know what he did do though, Rambo? Ladybugs.
I had a feeling you were going to say
about
that.
Ladybug. That movie was really progressive if you think about it. You know, for the time.
Yeah. That's one way to put it.
Then in 89, he does everybody's favorite Fletch Lives, which does make money, apparently. But is, like you said, it's not anywhere near as good.
No.
As the first one. I don't remember a damn thing about that movie either. I know I've seen it, but I couldn't tell you.
Exactly.
And also in 89, he makes Christmas Vacation, which is a lot of people regard as being his best film overall. I don't necessarily think that, by the way. I like that movie and always watch it around Christmas. I don't think anybody can deny that that's a funny fucking movie. I don't know how you would. But I like stuff like Spies Like Us better. It's just my kind of brand of comedy more so, I guess. But yeah, I don't know what the hell we could say about Christmas Vacation either that hasn't been said like 9 million times.
Yeah, a lot of classic scenes. One of my favorite bits is him with the girl at the counter. I think that it's like a mall or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he's talking about adultery or whatever.
Just... Now, that was 89, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was the last time Chevy was in a film that he starred in that was a hit. Because as soon as the 90s start, that's when the flops start. And once he got out of the 80s, it was never the same. Number one, bad strips he took for the most part. Number two, a lot of people didn't want to work with him because of his reputation. Number three, they liked his shtick for a bit, and then it was just same old, same old. We've seen it before.
Yeah, he just his reputation for sure, and picking bad stuff all throughout the 90s to do, even though he had a couple of films that made money. I don't think Vegas Vacation made a ton of money. Like,
no, it didn't make a lot. No.
Yeah, I think Man of the House was one that probably did okay. I think.
I don't think it did.
We'll find out here shortly. We're gonna get there.
I know the last like real, and he wasn't even the star of it. He was a supporting role. Was Snow Day. Snow Day did really good.
Yeah.
And that was 2000. So yeah, you're right. Pretty much like it was over a decade where he didn't really have anything big coming out or that made money anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of bad choices. He turned down so many roles. Roles that could have helped shaped his career for the better in the 90s for sure.
Like
I know. Ghostbusters was the 80s. I know he turned that down. He was going to do Buzz Lightyear for Toy Story. He turned that down. Just think about where his, where he'd be now. Like if he wouldn't have to do literally anything else but Buzz Lightyear. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which was late 80s. Problem Child was 90s. I know he turned that down too. I had heard something about him doing something in Forrest Gump, but I don't know how true that was.
I think he said that it was true.
Okay.
I saw an interview, I think he was maybe on Your Mom's House, oddly enough, where they interviewed him and he was talking about that he did have that script, but he said something like, I just couldn't imagine myself being the guy that was like, life is like a box of chocolates. Like, that's literally what he said.
Yeah, it's so many. American Beauty was one. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? There was a ton. I mean, his downfall was his own doing in a lot of ways because like there were still offers coming in, but he kept turning all these big movies down. Of course, he didn't know they'd be big, but still.
Yeah, he was kind of at that point, he's probably just an insufferable douche, I would imagine. So he's probably just turning down anything that he thinks is not. Which is odd because he did Cops and Robertsons. So, I mean, he's really in no position to fucking bitch about anything. But 91, he does Nothing But Trouble. We kind of talked about that one.
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd directed it.
Huge bomb, hugely hated film.
Yeah.
For those who weren't here earlier, I really enjoy the film. I think it's a funny movie.
I think it's highly like maligned for no reason at this point. He's got a cameo in LA Story. He does Memoirs of an Invisible Man with Carpenter in 92. Daryl Hannah's in that. That movie's fucking awful by any measure. Poor old Carpenter.
Yeah, I was curious about your thoughts since it's a Carpenter movie.
It's not really a Carpenter movie though. I mean, it doesn't really play like a Carpenter movie.
I mean, that can work if like Starman was really good.
Yeah. Now that looks like a Carpenter movie to me. It plays, even though it's got Jeff Bridges in it, and he's basically eating up the scenery with that fucking performance. It works, but nothing about Invisible Man works to me.
Was it because of Chevy being cast, or do you think it should have been just a thriller? Should have just been just a comedy?
It looks like a studio movie. It doesn't look like a Carpenter movie, and it's fucking the comedy is not there for a bunch of different reasons, apparently. But I mean, it's got a lot to do with Chevy, I'm sure.
Yeah, I remember Carpenter saying that like the studio kind of gave it the blow of death when like they went in and started trimming things as well. So not that would have saved it, but still they shaped it more into what they wanted it to be, because I think he said he wanted a lot more edge to the movie. I know the writers went through several rewrites of it. They were talking about it being.
I was curious what you didn't think worked with the film.
Pretty much like what the critics said. Like it doesn't really know what it wants to be. They kind of should have just picked one thing and stuck with it. They didn't do that, and you get the result that you have on screen. It just.
Well, I was just going to ask you, would you have preferred if it was a comedy or if it was a thriller?
Straight thriller, I think, would have been better. I mean, because that's what Chevy wanted to do, and if that's what the direction he was leaning, and that's what Carpenter wanted to do. Like, who gives a fuck about the studio? I know it's their money, but still, like,
let
these guys create.
Chevy to pull that off.
Somebody brings up a good point though. Like, really, what? A big part of this is because of that talk show. So that talk show took his stock from like the highest it had ever been when he started to he was just seen as shit by the time that it just killed him.
Didn't it like it only lasted like 4 weeks or something like that, right?
Yeah, and it was like at that time, and actually still to this day, it's widely considered to be like one of the worst bombs of any attempt at any entertainment. It just it killed his career, man.
Was as good as the Magic Johnson show.
Oh my God, I even forgot that existed. So maybe. I mean, at least I remember the Chevy
It lasts
Chase.
about as long.
Yeah. So he does memoirs, and it's awful. He does some cameos, and then in '94 he does Cops and Robertsons with Jack Palance. Jesus Christ. It's sad when you go through the 80s and then you get into the 90s and you see like what happened to his career. It's like it just fucking bottomed out, man.
Yeah, that film did not do well at all. Cops and Robertsons. And...
No, I just no.
I guess I would say it's like a time waster. It's nothing to run home about. It's harmless, but it's not great.
And then in '95, Mark was talking about he does Man of the House.
Yeah, JTT.
That movie, I guess, does well enough. It made double its budget, so I mean, at least there's that. I don't think I've ever seen that movie, thankfully.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yep.
He was a big deal back then.
Yeah, I vaguely remember as a kid seeing it. He's the new stepdad. Kid wants to get rid of him, so puts him into the Native American club house thing.
I just remember something with the mafia, or was it the mafia or like mob bosses or something at the end? Like, I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I don't remember it.
I don't know. Was that Bushwhacked? Daniel Stern?
No.
Just that had some of that in it.
Hey, Bushwhacked. You motherfucker.
What?
Oh, nothing. Just the old wet
where they
bandit.
exist. You're right. The mob is trying to get him. Okay.
Yeah, that's. I thought
Mark's
it was
an
something
expert
like
man
that.
of house.
No.
JTT for life, right, Mark?
So that would have been like, what was he doing? Home Alone, or not Home Alone, but he was doing Home Improvement at that time, right? That's kind of what made him huge.
Yeah, because he was in that. He was in that Pinocchio movie. He was in a few others.
Tom and Hook.
Yeah, Tom and Hook, Wild America with Devon Sawa.
Everybody loves that one.
Sure.
All right. So then in '97, this one kind of gets mixed reviews still to this day. I don't mind it, but it's okay. Vegas Vacation.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's fun enough.
It has its moments for sure.
Yeah, it does.
Better than European.
Well, that's up for debate. You know, it could go either way, Rambo, at any given day. When I think about that movie, though, the only scene that comes to mind is the blackjack scene. I mean, where he just
Wallace
loses
Shawn.
everything. like,
The guy from The Princess Bride, Wallace Shawn.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
But then Randy Quaid is great in that too.
Yeah.
And that's really what makes that movie kind of work.
Yeah.
Is that they're back together.
And you get Wayne Newton.
Yeah. There's a love triangle scene with Wayne Newton again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. What comes? So Vegas Vacation. Anything else about Vegas Vacation though? I mean,
the joke I always remember, they're at the dam, and the guy keeps talking, and then Randy Quaid's like, "You got any damn bait?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't do that well, and they didn't really do any vacation films afterward until that stupid reboot.
Yeah. How much? Let's see. What did it do? So yeah, on a $25 million budget, it made 36. So they probably just decided to shit can it after that.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one too where Rusty's like he becomes famous somehow or another? Or
he wins a random like jackpot.
Yeah.
And so he gets the money and he's like going around with the girls and the hotels and kind of spending all the money. And because he won, they're like, hey, you can have this suite for free and all this other stuff.
Mr. Papa George.
Yeah. That's the name he comes up with. Because he's not old enough technically, so he's got to kind of fake his way out of it.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of remember that bit where like they're all driving home in different cars.
That's right. Because he shows them all the cars that he won. Yeah, he keeps doing it. He keeps winning a car with each one.
Yeah, so I mean that one he goes back to the well again. It doesn't work necessarily as much, but it still like works. It's not a bad movie.
But the general public is tired of it. Like the general public are not really having Chevy.
Well, they're just fucking tired of him at that point. I mean, he's been in so many movies by that point. He's doing the same shtick. So it's like
he didn't really grow. Like even Jim Carrey, he did stuff like The Truman Show. He did stuff like the
Spotless Mind.
Yeah.
That was a
Eternal
departure.
Yeah.
So I don't think that this next movie has anything to do with Chevy Chase, but it was a hit. 2000 Snow Day.
Yeah, and a small part in it. I want to say it was Nickelodeon.
It was.
Yep.
I think he's like a weatherman or something like that, or a newscaster or something like that.
He's in for probably less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tried to like space out his scenes in the movie to make it seem like he's in it more, but he's not in it that much.
They probably got him for like a day. Just had him do all this shit, like at the same time.
That movie should not have made that much.
That movie, if you listen to this, of all these movies, that one might have done the best on its budget. So it made, on a $13 million budget, it made $62 million.
That's
crazy. That's kind of wild.
Parents just want to take their kids to something to shut them up.
Yeah, that's definitely the case with that movie.
Because I remember like a lot of the films afterward, they're films you even haven't heard of, like Funny Money and all this stuff. Or
yeah, I'm looking at his like filmography after this. It's not even worth going into. So he's got smaller parts in like Orange County, just stuff I've never even heard of.
Time Machine,
Our Italian Husband, Funny Money, Dougal, Zoom, Stay Cool, Jack and the Beanstalk. Yeah, and then Hot Tub Time Machine. I remember that cameo.
How the fuck did that make money?
Hot Tub Time Machine?
Yeah, like to where they made another one. Like
it didn't even do that good though. When I look at 36 million, it made 64. So
that's still too much.
Yeah.
I don't mind the first one. I think it's fun enough.
I don't mind it. I just don't understand. I don't understand. But you know who's really good in that movie though? Oddly enough, is Rob Corddry.
Oh yeah.
He's actually the thing about that movie that I like the most, which I would never think that would be the case. And not another movie. Fuck.
If you look at the cast of that, it just everything about the cast just says straight to DVD or straight to video.
He's just doing whatever at this point. So he never really has like a comeback moment until Community, and like that he completely fucks that up worse than anything. It's so weird, man. Like he got in his way like more than anybody else. So he's got all these horrible movies. His whole career is over with. And they write this show, and the guy, what was his name? Dan Harmon, gets him to be in the show. It's a huge hit at that time. And then he just goes crazy. The best way I can figure.
Yeah, he doesn't think it's funny. He doesn't think the scripts are funny. He treats everyone horribly because he feels they're not as funny as him. And then they film him as quick as possible so to be rid of him for the day. And I think Joe McHale said, dude, this isn't like a prison sentence. Like, you said yes to this.
Yeah.
It's not like you're sent to prison. You have to be here.
Not to change the subject too much, but just looking at his like film career, why do you think you guys kind of mentioned like he didn't really evolve and stuff like that? It seems like ego got in the way just a little bit. And maybe that's probably possible, but he definitely didn't really go out of his like comfort zone too much. Like I don't know if it's a situation where he should have been humbled by his failures, and I think you kind of have to be to lower you back down or bring you back down to earth and say, all right, what am I doing? Maybe I should try to do something more. Maybe I should do something better. But it just seemed like there was always the next role available. So
yeah,
he didn't really feel the need to change too much, or
knowing what, you hear about him and what he even says about himself, you get the feeling that like he thought he was the shit all the time. So why would he change, And and unfortunately that kind of got confirmed by the fact he was in several hit movies early on. So I guess he probably thought, all right, this is the way that I'm going to do it. And it worked before. Why wouldn't it keep working? And it just he never caught on to the fact that it was over until it was too late. And it reminds me too, I don't know if you saw that clip that's been going around. There's that clip of Matthew McConaughey where he's like talking about how his career would have been over if he didn't stop accepting romantic comedies. He was like, I had to tell my agent, like, do not accept any more romantic comedies, because he knew that like he was getting pigeonholed, and that was the only thing he would ever do if he didn't like stop. And I don't think Chevy Chase ever got to that point where he was like, all I ever do is these smart ass, smarmy characters. I need to like figure out something else. It just stayed the same.
Right.
I don't think he could do anything else.
Yeah, maybe he didn't have the talent either. I don't know, to like do a leading or like drama.
Because he seems like a guy that deep down is not as comfortable in his own skin, and that's why he gets so verbally attacking. Even that director you mentioned on the documentary, he never wants to be vulnerable.
Yeah, that's one thing that he says in that. Yeah,
they asked him a serious question and he responded with a joke. It was something about his childhood or something. You remember that, UB, where he's talking about getting abused or whatever as a kid, and
his mother was apparently really bad. There's physical abuse, verbal abuse, all this kind of stuff. He does a lot of weird things in there, like from a psychological perspective, in terms of like when he's asked about those things and some of the things he just kind of like either makes a joke about it or he makes a weird kind of noise and does some weird shit. Like,
doesn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, he's just like he's trying any way in the world to deflect,
ignore it, deflect. Yeah.
But I think that's probably a big part of the answer of why he is who he is, because of what he went through.
Yeah, when they show him in the documentary and they run a few clips from his TV show, or you want to call it that, his talk show.
Yeah,
he did not seem comfortable. Even when talking with like just straight to a live audience. And I have to think, like, how is it that much more difficult than SNL in a way? I guess maybe because it's more controlled and the focus isn't 100% on you all the time on SNL. So with this, with the talk show, he's trying to do his bits and they just don't land. And he's very unsure of himself in a lot of those clips. So that's
one
weird.
of the most uncomfortable things I've ever seen, honestly. Have you ever seen the roast that he did? The roast of Chevy Chase?
Vaguely remember that.
So I have no idea why he agreed to do it, because it's a roast, right? And people are fucking roasting him, and he is getting angrier and angrier and clearly uncomfortable, and just like not at all getting the purpose or the intent of what's going on.
Yeah.
And I think something about like backstage, like he got really pissed off about the whole thing. It just, none of it, he just doesn't have access to that kind of emotion to be like, humble or have humility about stuff like that.
There was a clip I saw recently, a friend of mine sent it, where it was Johnny Carson and Chevy Chase and Gallagher going at it.
I need to see that. I haven't seen that. Yeah.
And literally, like, Chevy Chase says something, and then Gallagher verbally fights back. And it's like Gallagher is actually beating Chevy Chase verbally. And
Gallagher's a fucking nut too, by the way. I don't know if you like. There's a story Mark Maron told on his old podcast, the What the Fuck podcast, WTF, about he interviewed Gallagher or tried to, and like that was like the only guy that ever like got up and left. He got so mad that he fucking got up and left the interview. But yeah, Gallagher was apparently not a guy he was the same type of guy as Chevy Chase. Like, he was not a guy to fuck with. Like,
yeah,
he would just tell you off. There's a lot of, speaking of, though, going back to Community, there's a lot of bad shit that happened on Community. I think there was a answering machine message that Harmon kept. That's basically Chevy Chase fucking. You remember this, Mark?
Yeah, that's like a 10-minute promo.
Yeah, I think that's online still. You could probably find that anywhere on YouTube. Yeah, he just ruined his second chance, really.
Yeah, and then without getting to the details, the reason he was off Community is he felt they were writing his character more to be a bigot. And then he said something to the effect of, "What's this? Am I going to say?" And then he said the N-word. Now, he was saying it in conjunction with, like, he says the type of dialogue you want to send me next, but then people took that and ran with it because they didn't like who he is. And it's like, we got him. Almost like, get the fuck out.
Yeah. Well, Donald Glover said that he did it a lot.
Oh,
it wasn't just a one-time thing. Like, it was in between scenes and takes. Like, he would have little things that he would say that are not PC to say. Just put it that way.
Why am I not surprised?
So, I mean, overall, like, when you look at it, like, what do you guys think of his career? We've gone through pretty much everything, movie and TV wise, and not really talked about SNL, but still.
I mean, even that year SNL, the Weekend Update, I mean, he helped propel that, and then other people took the mantle later on, Norm Macdonald and others. In the 80s, he was very successful. He has a
Yeah.
lot of classics: Caddyshack, Fletch, National Lampoon Vacation. And it was a decade that people enjoyed his shtick, and then people got tired of it because A, they saw enough. He didn't change. He did not evolve. B, he was not getting the better strips or movies because the people who had them didn't want to work with him because they heard his behavior and they don't want to deal with that. They're like, why would I want to deal with this guy if this is how he is? And a lot of times they want the more fresher, younger talent. They'll try to go for them instead of the mean, hard to work with guy. And then by the 90s, he was pretty much cut. He starred in a series of flops. Some of them I like, and we like some of those movies, but they were flops. And then he went to, like a lot of people, straight to DVD hell. And like you said, he had his one chance. Like, if he handled Community well, if he ate a piece of humble pie, people could have looked at it and go, wow, this guy still got it, or this guy still has it, and he's now changed. Maybe we give him a new movie, or we give him something else, and maybe to do 2 or 3 movies, and it could work out. But hubris, ego, I mean, it's a tale as old as time. He's not the first or last guy to have ego completely ruin him. I mean, even, I don't know why, it reminded me of Mickey Rourke, where he had a chance to come back with The Wrestler.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he did a couple films, but then he just hard to work with. No one wants to work with him. Then picking bad roles. And then, what was that thing recently? Like, he was going to be homeless, then he set up the money, and then he returned the money.
He got mad because there's a GoFundMe account. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that all of what you said for sure. Of course, his substance abuse issues, which we didn't really touch on, that didn't help anything either.
Yeah.
A lack of growth for sure hindered him. I mean, this is a guy who we mentioned he had a lot of success early on, not to mention winning the Emmy, like first year in show business, you're winning this award. And I can imagine what that did to his head. But he said that, like, he regretted even leaving SNL. He wished he had stayed, and that he only left to go to LA because of his wife. And that's how he kind of like just fell into movies, and he knew he could do it because he was hot at the time. And when you're a hot product, I mean, you got offers coming in and you're already there, you might as well jump on the chance. So yeah, it's unfortunate his career went the way that it did. I think had he chosen some of those other movies and got his ego in check and everything else, he probably could have done a lot more. I mean, because so many guys from that era, look at how successful they were after the fact, a lot more than him.
Oh yeah.
And Aykroyd,
Well, I was going to ask about that too. When you look at like those original guys and even the comedians that were kind of like popular at that time, where do you think he ranks in that? So you got like Aykroyd, Martin Short, Steve Martin, Bill Murray. Who else was big around that time in the early 80s? Belushi. People like that. How do you think he ranks among those guys?
In the heyday, fairly high. I mean, he had more hit films and more bigger projects than, say, Martin Short.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I would put Eddie Murphy, Bill Murray above him.
Yeah, I think definitely Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're talking about real quick, like Bill Murray, he's a guy who tried to evolve, and so you had him more dramatic roles, whether the Wes Anderson films or Lost in Translation, and even he was able to work that a bit more successfully compared to the Chevy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how about you? How about you, Mark? Where would you rank Chevy?
Like you mentioned, he definitely be over Martin Short. Not that I hate him or anything.
No.
But that was a really, really incredibly talented group of people. Everything happened all at once, for that show to take off. SNL. I'm trying to think. He'd be up there. I mean, because his writing was ever present on the show, even on stuff he wasn't in. So like, he's up there, but definitely lacked the longevity of the other guys we mentioned. People are saying Eddie Murphy in the chat. He obviously is probably the most successful out of everybody, say next to some of the guys that came after, maybe like Adam Sandler or guys like that. But still important enough to talk about, I think. Is he my favorite? No. Was he the worst? Not even close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he had like a period of time where he refined and perfected that character. And he had several movies that really like utilized that smarmy fucking character that he did really well. And they built the movies around that too.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a brief moment there where he could do no wrong, and then it just kind of fell apart. I mean, you can't keep doing that same fucking role over and over again for 30 years. It just doesn't work. But yeah, I mean, those movies, I'll stand by, like those movies in the 80s, even some that weren't like the crazy comedy, like the Neil Simon comedy that I was talking about. Like, I think it's a great movie. So some of the ones that are not as, Chevy are still good, but as you go along, like y'all were saying in the 90s, it gets real, real bad. So yeah. So I guess that's it. We're at 2 hours and 30 minutes, and that's a pretty good recap of Chevy Chase movies.
Doesn't even feel like we've been talking that long.
Yeah.
At all.
So let's see. I have no idea what we're going to do next week. I never do, though. But Rambo, what do you got coming up?
A lot of random stuff, thanks to people out there. I'm going to do a collection video, or at least what I've gotten in recently. Some commentaries, some reviews of some TNA pay-per-views. Let's see. Stranger Things episode 1 and 2 review, which I watched.
Should have seen that coming.
I fucking hated it.
Is that the most recent season?
Yeah, the first.
Oh, well, yeah. You fucking should hate that. Yeah.
The first 2 episodes of this season. What a waste of fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
It was only the first 2 episodes, thankfully, so far.
Oh, they'll be more. They'll be more.
Yeah.
That second episode, not a fucking thing happens for like 50 minutes. Just people talking about bullshit.
Nope.
Everyone being a dumbass.
It doesn't really get any better from there either, let me tell you.
Jesus Christ. I love how, even though I don't remember much about the previous season, I sure as hell remember a last episode where every hill had like this deep crevice to the earth spewing out smoke and shit. Mm-hmm. And then this episode is like, yeah, we just put paste over whatever the fuck over it. We sealed it up.
Patched it up. Yeah.
Patched it up like a window leaking. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? What a bullshit fucking Jesus Christ. Fuck that show. Anyway, the first 2 episodes that'll be reviewed. And more stuff coming. How about yeah, I already know about that no lock. I know about that. How about you, Mark?
I'm not sure what I'm doing next. Might have to just take it easy this weekend. Yeah, I don't know. If I do anything, it'll probably be something really, really short. Yeah, I don't know if I can do too many videos right now.
Let's see. No, on Sunday, Dead Pit, we've got the Phenomena watch long. which is interesting because I haven't seen that movie in a while, and I really like that movie, so I'm looking forward to that. Love the soundtrack to that movie too. Like it's one of my favorites.
Great.
And then they've got the auction still coming up. I think it's the 22nd. Does that sound right? Somewhere in that range. So I'm not doing that shit because I'm not mailing anything else out. I didn't fucking try. But like,
next Thursday.
Yeah. So that'll be Garrett, CK, and I think Slippy if they can get him back.
Yeah, he's on the thumbnail.
And then we're working on a show. I don't want to say anything about it yet because just make sure that we get it. That a lot of people will like a guest. That a lot of people will like. And yeah, those are the main things.
Down is up. Mark is that Stuntman Mark. Just take Stuntman Mark with a K at the end. Of Mark. And then I'll type mine in for you. Just because they won't let you put links, but just look that up on YouTube. You'll find it. But yeah, Stuntman Mark's it's a Stuntman Mark with a K at the end.
I thought you were trolling me for a minute. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say
the K at the end.
What the heck?
But it's Stuntman Mark with a Q at the end. I can't help it. Like Mark. I mean, what made you go with the Q at the end of Mark?
What's funny about that is that my entire life, like that's always been any family member, friends, like they always put the K on there, right?
Dyslexic.
And, what? I don't know where that's going, but we're gonna get back on track here. No, so I mean that's just the common like way it's spelled. But I ended up changing it to the actual letter in my name. And so I just used that. I thought it was different enough. Just trying to do something different. But yeah, it's not with a K, it's a Q.
I'm ever going to bring back the tour of Italy. I just ran out of fucking people, man. I mean, I guess now I kind of maybe have one or two, but I don't know.
Are there any other people to talk about?
That's what I was saying. Like, there might be one or two directors now that I've like watched some of their stuff that I could do it on, but it's like nobody's going to give a shit. You know what I mean? All the main ones I've already done. But if somebody wants to, go ahead.
When did you get that Art the Clown?
Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because that was recent, right? You put that up. That wasn't there before.
No, that was I took the tree down. But it's time to get rid of the tree. I put the Art the Clown up there. That thing is fucking huge, by the way. I don't think you can't tell from Mark's because it's way back there, but like it's probably like over 6 feet tall and about 3 feet wide.
Yeah, it is really, really tall.
Is that from the same place Mark got his?
Oh, I'm sure it is. It's from
it's the same one. Because I see he's got the little horn and mine has that one as well. They have another one where he's holding something up different and it's with the Santa suit, but I put the Santa suit on mine before the third movie. They did the animatronic for the third movie. Do you ever turn it on?
No.
Okay. No. I'm sure you tried it at least once.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to keep it on. I'll be scared the shit out of myself. I'll be sitting there. I know what it'll do.
That's what happened to me. Yeah, I forgot it was on one time, and then he just started moving. I was like, oh my God. Almost fucking pissed my pants, man. Like it was so unexpected. And the ghost face happened with my girlfriend. She like walked up to it and she was looking at it and it didn't move because I think it's like an infrared sensor or something that tells like if there's somebody there. And so all of a sudden, like, because he's holding the knife, like he does like this with the knife, he did that and he started talking simultaneously and she jumped. It was the funniest. I wish I had been recording. She got so mad.
It's pretty amazing though. Like, I mean, just the way that they did it and everything, and it's pretty easy setup too.
Yeah.
Mayor wants to know if my dog's ever shit on art like Mark's did. No, not yet. It's possible though. You know what's funny about this though is that man-to-man show that we were going to do, which was Michael Mann. We actually had, or CK had up the graphic and the thumbnail and everything at one point, and all that stuff worked out. And it's just like the sad truth is we just could not fucking bring ourselves to watch 6 hours of fucking Michael Mann. We both just decided, no, it ain't gonna work. So that whole plane got scrapped, unfortunately.
The fans want it.
No, yeah. I'm glad somebody wants it because I sure was fucked up. But yeah, so for those people that don't already know, like check out Into the Dead Pit on Instagram and check out our Facebook page at Dead Pit. Like if you want to enter the contest to win the Night of the Living Dead 90 Steelbook, all that information is on there. And then, you know, check us out at deadpit.com if you want to. Check out Congo. Rambo would want me to tell you that. Check out fucking Hot to Trot. Like that's an excellent underrated film. Check
we
that
do
out.
Hot to Trot and Milo and Otis back to back.
Yeah. Hot to Trot and the one with Dabney Coleman, Short Time. That's a perfect.
I like Short Time. That's a good one.
You would too. You talk shit about Hot to Trot, then you'd love Short Time.
Short Time's good.
Yeah.
That's an actual movie. I don't know what the fuck Hot to Trot was.
You heard it here first, folks. Dabney Coleman's making actual movies, but fuck everything with talking horses in it. Listen, it's not that bad. It's like Dracula 3D. So
pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
I stand by what I said. Samson Simpson.
Doesn't the horse have like glass? Isn't the horse have a brother that tries out like Curly from the Three Stooges? And
yes. Which makes
Jesus
it
Christ.
that much better. All right. That's it.
Horse having fucking glasses on.
That's it. We're doing a commentary on Hot to Trot. I don't know where the hell you can buy it. If you can buy it, I'm not sure if it exists on physical media, but if it does, we're doing a fucking Hot to Trot.
See if it's on YouTube.
I want to figure out some way to set up a way to watch Hot to Trot.
Oh man.
Free with ads on YouTube.
That'll be the most successful show we've ever done. I'm sure of it.
So it is on YouTube
For
free.
So we'll have that.
All it's worth. Ain't worth renting for $1. Literally just put up for free because no one's gonna pay for this shit.
You imagine like trying to rent Hot to Trot? It'd be fucking killer. $5. Nobody ever buys it.
It won't top our last commentary. I'll say that.
Oh yeah.
Can't beat Axon.
I don't know.
Anything to beat
Axon. It might top it. I think we should try it. I know Rambo's itching.
Is that next week? Hot to Trot.
Next week, Hot to Trot commentary.
If you're down for it, I mean,
I'm not. I don't want to fucking
watch. Come on, Mark.
It's so bad.
Mark. Oh shit. No, we probably won't if we want to get in. We'll probably have like 20 people in here if we did that.
Probably less than that.
You saying all these people love it to you, like 100 people will be watching.
There's like a lot of people that like Hot to Trot.
You said everybody likes Hot to Trot. No, we're dumbasses for not liking it.
Look at this.
See, apparently everyone loves Hot to Trot, so I guess you should do it since everyone supposedly loves it so fucking much.
Oh shit.
See now he's backtracking. Now everybody loves Hot to Trot. Now he's like, yeah, that movie's a piece of shit. Only like 5 people watch the fucking stream.
Well, I mean, people. I know how people are, though, right? Like people ain't gonna watch Hot to Trot. That's just the fucking reality of the situation. I like it, but I know
it's so good. Anybody would watch it, like it.
It is good.
See, that was backtracking, Mark. He's backtracking.
It's a fucking masterpiece of that time period. I think it's just highly misunderstood. It's my opinion.
He doesn't want to defend it with a commentary. I see. See, because he knows people watching, they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Well, listen, we got to.
He likes this piece of shit.
We got to keep up our ratings, man. We're like #1 on the Nielsen.
I hope that guy from Your Mom's House watches it. Like, these guys like Hot to Trot.
That'll be the last time he watches
Hot to Trot.
the
I hope
fucking
it's the
show.
next fucking video that guy sees. When he comes back to Your Mom's House, it's like, yeah, I was watching these guys. For some reason, they watching these fucking movies. Watching this horse movie, and this guy like likes it so much. He says like the best movie of the 80s.
It's right up there. It's in the top 20 at least of movies from the 80s, comedies.
If the 80s movies only had like 3 movies.
I just don't understand, Rambo. Like, you know, I feel like you don't like anything.
If that's what I have to like, I'll hate everything.
Yeah, that's what it is.
If every movie was Hot to Try, you're damn right I hate everything.
Look at this. Look here. I've not seen Hot to Trot, but he met Bobcat. And he's a great guy. Look at that.
He may be a good guy. I have nothing against him. I bet he hates Hot to Trot too.
I think we should ask him. We'll get him on here for part of the commentary and ask him if he likes Hot to Trot. All right. So just remember, everybody dies, but Friday Night lives with the commentary for Hot to Trot. Fuck you, Rambo. We're doing it.
A big thanks goes out to our supporters over at deadpitonpatreon.com. You can get hours upon hours of great content, right, Uncle Bill?
There's so many hours of content. We've got reviews. We've got songs. We've got live streams. We've got exclusive streams. We've got non-exclusive streams. We've got streams with all kinds of celebrities and all kinds of different old shows from the past podcast, the initial incarnation of the show. All of that can be yours.
deadpitonpatreon.com. Show us a little bit of love. Give us some money because we definitely deserve it. That Patreon page is so killer that you'll rub your bird to it on a nightly basis. It's that good.
You won't be able to contain yourself. You'll have to jerk your bird out and go crazy. I mean, that's how much content that we have. So much content that it's massive, and it will massively smack you in the face.
You'll play with your bird so much, pretty soon you'll be looking around for somebody else's bird to play with.
Hey everybody, it's your favorite Filipino bitch, Miss Slatko Fudd, telling you about shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. And it's the best goddamn deal on horror shirts you will ever see. New shirts, old shirts, all the in-between shirts. God damn it, bulls, go over to shop.deadpit.com. You ain't down with that. You can go to